Right, good evening everyone, and welcome back to Seraphina, Dungeons and Dragons campaign, 5th edition that I play with my friends, and these are my friends.
Hello.
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 Hi.
So where we left off, guys, you managed to abscond from prison after showing evidence to Mara, who quickly said she would intend to get it into the hands of Veila for her to know the truth about her partner, Alen. And however, Alen had taken Knick-Knack off into the forest in search of the burial spot of Nezum, after being convinced that the pendant that Luck had found on Corbin Crestfall's body had been buried with Nezum. Alen seemed absolutely set upon retrieving this pendant and took Knick-Knack to show him where it was. Upon arriving on the outskirts of Groverwatch, Knick-Knack then admitted that he didn't actually know where the body was buried, and all hell broke loose from there. The rest of the party managed to quickly catch up and subdue Alen, while managing to steal a horse. And upon subduing Alen,
It was given to us.
Forcefully.
Yes, they
We basically said, give it now, we have permission, promise.
Yes. You borrowed a horse from the guards, and you quickly swept off into chase of Alen and Knick-Knack. After subduing Alen and capturing him, you decided to check up upon Nezum's grave, or their lack of, and there was growth of silver in a pit where his body once was, and a trail to a large pod being hung from the canopy of trees, being ritualized by these little veggie pygmy folk. And your presence was a disturbance, and that of Alen, causing a bit of a ruckus as well, led to a disruption in whatever ritual was going on, and the pod collapsed to the ground and erupted, and what broke free was Nezum, reborn in a different form, but still Nezum no less. After reuniting with your old ally,
friend is a bit strong of a word. I think definitely. I like the word.
At this point, I would say friend is. We're not quite sure who's friends at the moment. After subduing Alen once again from his feeble attempt at escape, you all started to return back towards the town of Silverfern. You made camp overnight during your return, and that is where we left you, as you were all kind of drifted off to sleep. Knick-Knack set up some alarms for security. Nezum began to almost lay roots into the ground, asserting himself in a not so sleep-like state, but more of a ever watchful guardian at this point. And that's where we left off. Before you all fall asleep, is there anything else that anybody wanted to do during this long rest?
I have one thing that's funny. I looked through my inventory and I found a little bell. I would like to put a bell on Alen.
Already did that.
Oh, my apologies then. Then Alan's got a bell on him.
Yeah, and I believe he's also got a rope, bit of string from himself through to Knick-Knack. So I think Knick-Knack's kind of got him on a leash, as it were, that if he were to attempt, Knick-Knack would be...
I can't remember who we tied him to at this point.
I think you tied him to the Knick-Knack.
I'm pretty sure Knick-Knack had it.
Yeah.
I think you said something about...
Or Knick-Knack had him tied to Robo-Nezum.
Robo-Nezum.
Ah, yeah.
Yes,
Tie them two together.
Robo-Nezum.
Try and run
Well,
away.
Robo-Nezum is cool because Robo-Nezum can't be surprised, so he just is.
Yeah, Nezum would be just trying to understand the new form, trying to work out what this means to be reborn, trying to calculate that in this hyper intelligent but still rodent like mind, and now with some sort of other biology within him. So he would just kind of
The same but
rest.
familiar, and just wrestling with the idea of what am I now?
Mm-hmm. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go. Good night.
So, almost all of you drift off to sleep. Luck. Fog. Mist. Cloud. Thick, heavy moisture surrounds the space that you are in. It isn't cold, and it isn't warm. A space like this, you would think you would feel cold or muggy and humidity, but you don't feel that. There's almost a sense of weightlessness in this space. Dark patches, figures move through the clouds and the mists and the fogs. It's almost impossible to tell how close these things are, or how far away they are, or what actual shape they take form. But you are not alone in this thick, dense fog. The figures start to move around you in this space. And as you stare through the fog, you see a larger mass approaching. Starting small, but growing in size as it appears. Elongated, tall. No shadow is cast in this space, though. It just envelops as it becomes closer and closer. You are doing well.
I try.
For a while you were distracted, misguided even.
When was I ever kindly guided?
That is true. You were chosen. Like
Was
many
I?
others. You unfortunately decided to take a different path. This meant you were no longer, not to sound distasteful, but no longer useful.
I make my own
Recent
path.
events. That's right. You certainly do.
It's
And
not
recent
right.
events, well, you have started to show promise once again.
Question is, what promise, what potential benefits to?
Well, there are many paths laid out in front of you. Many choices. As you have stated before, you carve your own path. We'll see what your choices make of you. And maybe we will have more to discuss in the future.
Whatever the path I choose, I serve them both. I serve balance more than I choose one side or the other.
You serve as you are made to serve. But more importantly, you chose to serve.
I
Your
won't deny it.
choice. Your choice is what is important.
They have lost their ways, the others.
Guidance is not something you can force upon others. Guidance is an offering, something someone must choose to accept. Your guidance has been little. Some take more sway than others. Some yearn for purpose. Maybe you can give it to them. We'll see.
It's difficult to make a fool here. I've met a zealot so far, and an incarnation, that radiance of Lunara. I don't have the best pupils around me.
What's that old proverb? They speak of a lot at the universities. No such thing as poor students, just poor teachers.
I taught one well.
You may be a good teacher. Let's see if you have learned to be a good student.
Depends on the teacher, if he's good or not.
Continue your path. It is good for now.
Can't talk right now, playing game.
The shadows start to swirl around you more, and then they start to dissipate and further back into the fog. And the whirling mists become empty. And your brain wanders and you dream of other things. things more pleasant. Nezum. You watch as your companions fall asleep, even to the point where Alen, once restless and obviously trying to free himself from his bonds, gives in to exhaustion and eventually collapses. Dimmed in this small camp.
Sorry, Luke, can you
Branches of
say again?
trees grow over darker. Oh, sorry.
You glitched out a
The
bit.
firelight dims.
Okay, thank you.
The glow becoming smaller, the darkness approaching around the camp, the looming shadows of the branches overhead, until the last flickers and sparks and embers of the camp fire go out.
I watch them as they I stand still like a tree and I watch those kind of glowing orange fireflies of the last sparks drift up, carried by the eddies of the heat. And I watch them glance out and fade out against the darkness of the sky. And are there stars against the? Is it clear night? Is it dark night?
You cannot see through the canopy of the
Ah,
trees. The sky.
Okay, they just dance up into the darkness of the trees above.
Mm-hmm. It's dark for a while. You're not sure how many hours go by. If it's hours at all or whether it's minutes. Is this the new life you have been given? One where the nights crawl along. No more sleep for you to enjoy where you close your eyes and then awaken and morning greets you.
There's a different kind of not
The
sleeping
slow crawl of night.
It's a different kind of not sleeping. Because Nezum, once he gained his gift, he didn't sleep. He was granted a willingness to be aware in the darkness, because that's when he knew that they might come for him, when the hands would grab at him, when they'd clasp for him. This is a different kind of not sleeping. This is the not sleeping that a tree does. This is why the time seems different. Trees see or experience time in the passing of years in a completely different manner, a way that as mortal beings, even though trees are technically mortal, the way that time passes for them, it must be similar to like the elves, how they see time, but it's quite a shift change for something small.
Some things seem fleeting while others seem to last forever.
Yeah, definitely.
An amalgamation of the two.
Yeah.
Well, this crawling darkness, this crawling night. Dark. There's a crackle from the fire. It spits embers, and the campfire bursts to life once again.
Stay still and eye it warily.
Your companions are gone. The horse is not there. No Nezum. No Luck. No Knick-Knack. No Misk. But there is another figure. Sat upon a fallen log. warming their hands by the fire.
Just sort of raise my nose into the air a bit. I try and still remain unseen, as it were, or like still as a tree. And I raise my nose to the air and sniff towards it. Trying to get a sense of what it might be, what it smells like, what sense does this creature give off, this being?
You smell damp wood, that of the forest floor, of fallen leaves, damp moss, mushrooms, fungus, dirt, worms.
I think Nezum thinks those are quite comforting to him because that's where he's just been birthed from. It's a sign of rebirth and his re-becoming. So I will cautiously de-root myself from the floor and pull up my little rat paws, and you hear these slight little snappings of small plants that have started to grow around my feet, and I approach the fire. And I look at this creature a bit more closely.
There is a long, tattered cloak of like a pale grey, almost a light blue, almost as if it's made of lots of different strands of material, all torn at the ends. And around the collar there seems to be like a silver pewter kind of, it looks like cloth, but it's like a sash of metal wrapping around the shoulders. And what you first thought was once a smooth hood, it isn't. It's almost polished. As you get closer and you see the light shining in it, it's almost as if somebody's polished bone. And it's not that of a humanoid skull. It's round, cylindrical, and there's 3 holes carved. 2 where eyes would be, and then 1 where you would assume a forehead would be. And then a large carving down the centre where a mouth would be, but it's long and elongated. The skull continues down where you would assume to see a neck sitting in this sash. There's no expression to be seen, it's almost vacant. And in the soil next to it is a very long, large, glaive-like sword just sat in the soil. This blade is almost as large as they are. And you see these long, thin fingers reaching through across the fire up to thick arms that are almost like tree trunks extending from this cloak. And the hands are warming by the fire.
I gesture to it and I say, "Pardon your bones."
Not bones. Not bones. Not bones.
Branches. Mayhaps.
This body, like yours, given to me, gifted I do not feel the flame, and the hands reach further into the fire.
Then
There's
why?
no
Why does it warm its hands if it does not feel the flames?
It's been, I don't know how long it's been since I felt. Retracts its hands back into its cloak. It turns over to you and it stands, and as it stands off this log, it is a very tall being. We're 12 feet tall. Top of this polished skull-like head almost seems to be touching the top of the canopy of the trees above it.
I say to it, you was made like me? Remade? Rebuilt?
Built, made, created, all the same. I don't remember. anymore.
Do you sing the song?
Not the song. It is a calling.
I hear it as a melody. It brings me here. It made me lose my life. Made me give my life. Not lost. Loaned. For a purpose, I think.
Those that hear the calling all hear something different. Something to lure, entice.
May I have
Bait
come?
for a lion is different to bait to a rat.
Agreed. Agreed. Makes sense. You must know what to put in the trap. Is this trap?
This was no trap.
And what's it want? What do you want with Nezum?
I want nothing. I am bid. The forest did not bring you here of its own accord. It was bid to, like I am bid to be here now. You came because you were called. You were offered power. What power do you seek?
Zoom seeks to never be small again.
Why?
Zoom was hurt when small. Zoom was weak, powerless, putty in the hands of people that would hurt him. Nezum will never feel like that again.
No longer will you have to. The change, the form, while not incomplete. Power has been given. What will you do with power?
Nothing is given freely. Give and take. Balance must be had. I listen for the voice to sing again, and I go where it tells me. I wish to find the solve to the puzzle. The grove has been. The grove has secrets. The grove intrigues Nezum, but maybe intrigues whomever's coattails you ride. Or I am also joining for the ride.
You touch upon ideas. Things that may change you.
Nezum has changed much.
Think upon what you seek.
What Nezum seeks?
Yes.
Nezum is unsure. Nezum knew when there was a calling, when the voice told him to come. The melody, the song, followed. Now Nezum hasn't heard the song in full chorus. Nezum feels out of key.
Many people work when offered coin. Mercenaries, farmers, bards. But what if nothing were offered? What would they do? What would you do?
What is in our nature?
What is your nature?
He looks at his ruined body, this mismatch of wood and rodent, and knowing himself that he is gigantic compared to and more hominoid than a four-legged rodent that would scurry and hide in alleyways. Nezum must find his nature. Nezum must experience and feel what is right. Feel what this form wants. What this form can do.
Your old master no longer has power over you.
No. No. Not no longer.
The being kind of looms down and crouches back down. Places a hand on the hilt of its blade.
I look up into its vacant sockets.
And rests on the base of its blade, on its hilt. Lowers its long fingers down around the hilt. Lifts up the blade. Swings it round and brings it down, and the blade impacts on the campfire once more. Blade impacts on the campfire, the flames go out, and there is darkness once more.
Into that moment where it hits the fire, I will try and shout out, "What you call it?"
And you hear nothing.
As it should
You hear
be.
the spitting of embers, the whistling of wind through the branches of the trees, and the gentle snoring of a goblin.
I
And we
kind of
come to
find
morning.
I think the goblin probably talks in his sleep. He just has this sort of such a
What does
thoughts
Nezum
running
hear?
through his brain at all times. There's
I think
just this.
I awake actually standing when I come out of the hallucination. I awake and Robo Nezum is standing directly next to me, and I just kind of do that, and just like flinch away from the robot version of
Yeah,
myself.
it's just like because you've been staring ahead
Yeah,
so
that
long,
way.
like the moment you turn left, it's
Yeah,
there, and you're just like, in hell.
You know what it's like? It's like machine and nature. It's like two halves.
What could have been.
Just walk off.
And it is morning once again. Yes, there's a light glow above the canopy of the trees. It is probably about an hour after dawn. And you start to see light coming through into the forest once again. You hear birdsong. Nezum you see in the early hours while people are still, you see creatures and deer, rabbits, badgers, other creatures that call this forest home moving around in the trees and through the growth.
Can I kill something for breakfast for everybody?
You certainly can.
As
All
long
about
as
the
Nick
squirrel.
Nack doesn't cook it.
As you stand supplanted in the ground, the roots that you have dug into the soil reach out and almost create natural snares for whatever you would wish to catch.
Okay, that is different. For a second, I just thought one tree would just backhand a squirrel off of a branch.
Oh no.
Um,
Why do you attack squirrels in this game? I swear.
DM, do you have a random animal generator or something? Because I would just love to not know what I'm catching.
Okay.
It's gonna be a rat, isn't it?
Emu. It's just like a whole emu.
Just imagine
see
a
what
whole
Google-
bull moose.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck you find a moose?
No, I think he meant mouse.
I just
Let's
turn
see
up with
what
that
Google
like a
comes up with.
faithful cat. Like, ah. Look at our breakfast. Ah. Eat up, delicious.
Okay,
You
roll
don't
me a
want to
d6. Roll me a d6. I'm going with a random list that Google has given me.
Okay.
Roll me a d6.
Okay, coming up. That's a natural one.
That's a natural one. Okay. You catch a canary. Um, yeah, you catch a canary. Tell me how you catch a canary. That's what the random generator. It gave me 6
Okay.
options, and you rolled a 1, and the 1 was a canary.
Okay, this is a spatial type of Silverfern Canary. It has a pale blue feathering to it that is kind of at night helps it blend in with the silver fern forest. It actually refracts that silver fern light and almost is like a camouflage. It's like a glossy kind of thing. It is a flightless bird, similar more to like a quail, but a large quail, the size of maybe like a pug.
Yeah.
It has longer legs, but it's still called a silverfern canary. What I do is
Like a large cockatiel almost, but with that blue hue.
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
has
but it's much rounder.
legs,
It's got the rounder shape of like what you consider it like a normal canary.
Yeah.
And I cast a silent image of what I know from my forest connection would be its favorite fallen berry from one of the bushes, like a rich mulch of this kind of half composted.
I would say you don't even cast. I would say you don't even cast that. I
Okay.
would say that the roots that come out, like you bring them up around a trunk of a tree or around a
Yeah.
stump, and the roots start to sprout these little berries.
I accelerate the
themselves
process
naturally.
of its fruiting so that it drops to the ground and it's almost in that state where it looks like it is that fermented smell that it gives off, and it has all those sugars, and these birds, big dumb birds, literally cannot resist that kind of that little bit of a drunk hit that they might get from the
Yeah.
part fermented berries. As it's pecking
Almost
away,
like a silverfern dodo.
yeah, and I basically, it starts picking up this stuff, and I sneak up behind it. Roots start beginning to wrap round its ankles, and it suddenly whips it upside down, and I just slit its throat.
Awesome, lovely. I will be right back on that lovely note of breakfast. Be right back. 1 minute, guys. Sorry.
Okay. Nezum would just like watch this creature like in its death throes, and then kind of like, and then he'll just try and play around with like what he can change within the forest, and some things he tries it doesn't move, and some things it does move, and then he'll he'll take the bird down, legs over the shoulder, and start trudging back to camp, like, and then kind of see you all asleep, and he'll put it on a spit and start like defeathering it and everything ready for cooking, and that's probably where you'll sort of find him merrily, but almost like in almost like in a dissection way. It doesn't look like he's cooking, like when you see someone cooking or with a bird, like it's much different to someone who's dissecting a bird. Nezum is definitely in the kind of more anatomical method rather than
The chef's method.
the chef's method. Yeah, definitely.
Like he was taught by a biologist instead of a butcher.
Like he's seen a biologist.
This is from experience.
Yeah, imitating.
So the morning has risen, folks. Birdsong fills the air, some of it more tortured than others. What would we like to do? Continuing our journey back to Silverfern.
Check on Alen.
Oh,
Alen.
check on Alen. Alen. Yeah, Alen is
Alen.
Alen is out cold, snoring.
Okay.
I walk over.
Bruised.
Oh, sorry. I walk over and
What?
thrust a wing of Silverfern Dodo in his face. Wait! It needs strength.
Dragon. Mm.
It. You need your strength. Can't walk on empty bellies.
I certainly can, and I will.
Alen,
It's good.
eat, please.
Oh, thank you.
Mm.
I chew with my mouth really wide.
You better
will
eat, or he's
eat
going to make
when I
you
am
eat.
No. If it's ungrateful, it doesn't deserve it.
Mm.
I don't know. Nezum goes out early morning catching dodo birds and no one appreciates Nezum.
Let's get back to town, so I may reap my reward, and you will be tied and executed.
I don't think so.
Wait a minute, this wasn't what I was told.
He's full of shit.
It might be worth like maybe like one of us like going in and seeing what the state of affairs is, because he's definitely still got friends in the town and we don't know who they are.
Mm.
Someone likes this one. Gross.
Well, not friends, like sort of bad people in common.
Allies.
Bad people in common.
Yeah.
And they've stolen links.
They stole his cat thing.
Ugly.
Well, it's like a bird and a cat, and it's made out of crystals. It's quite pretty. You don't like cats. I keep forgetting you don't like cats.
But like
Makes sense that it's like
we
cats.
don't know
Can we
who else is,
go?
we might not
Sure.
know who else is like a bad person in common.
I tie his wrists together, and I tie him to the back of the horse.
He still has manacles on.
Yeah, but you know, like when they do it in the westerns, where they're like being pulled by the horse.
Oh, so they're not like that, but they're like that kind of thing.
You know, when you see it in the westerns, where they're like being pulled behind the
Yeah,
horse.
you tie the manacles to the rope on the pommel and it gets pulled with the horse.
Who's riding upon the horse? Who's walking, folks?
I'm behind. I'm with Alen, like trying to walk kind of side by side, just watching him.
He's just walking ahead, looking at his feet, not engaging.
Are we going? Just this is a party question.
I don't think we're all going to fit on the horse.
No.
So-
Yeah. Above table. Are we rushing back? Roughly how far do we think we've got to go, DM?
It's probably half a day, I'm guessing.
Chunk of the day. Yeah.
Probably less than that now, considering the time you probably spent, because you did say you were going to do some travelling
did
before
head
you
back,
camped. So you probably knocked off a couple of hours there.
Fast as
I'd
possible.
say you probably got 5 and a bit hours, maybe 5 hours.
That's
I
at
thought
that's
was
at a
to just-
steady pace, is it?
at a steady pace. If you
Okay.
rush back, you can get back quicker. But 5 hours on standard travelling pace.
My thought was put the small people on the horse because they've got littler legs.
Yeah.
Just
Wait for me, I have little legs.
So we're just gonna go back and see how it is. We're not gonna like sneak in or do nothing like
I
that.
could always go ahead.
Get the lay of the land. Find out
Yeah,
what's
I'll head
going
off
on.
ahead. I'll go ahead, if you don't mind.
How
Where
will
should
you
we
send-
meet? Should we meet like the little? Should we meet on the ruin on the hill?
Yes. Why not?
or the windmill?
Well, the ruin on the hill's like sort of this side. The windmill's further the other side, isn't it?
Let's go look at the thing.
Very well. Agreed. Out of town, out of sight. to know
Oh no,
what
the windmill
happens.
is yeah. So they're both. Just we just need to pick one.
They're just opposite sides of a valley, essentially.
Yeah. So we just
Yeah.
need to pick one.
Just the
I
The
was
ru-
thinking the ruins is empty and the windmill's got people in.
ruins isn't always empty, though, is it? Tricksy girl was at the
No, but
ruins.
Trina's nice. I like Trina.
Trina zapped me.
Yes, she
True.
did indeed.
Oh, now you remember Trina.
Remember, girl? Remember pain?
True. I always forget how much of a little fucker Trina is.
She's not.
So you Ellie's gonna run ahead and like go and like
Ellie
scout.
hadn't met Trina.
Ellie will
If
run
I-
ahead.
Ellie hadn't met Trina.
Shh. Look, man, I'm
Oh,
bad at
she
keeping
did!
track.
She did! When
Yeah,
we went
Ellie
to the
didn't.
tower the first
I
time.
did.
Yes!
I was there when she did
One
her first
time.
powers.
Oh, the second time, yeah. Ellie never
Second
met her
time
at the
at
market.
the ruin.
At the ruin.
At the
Ellie
ruin.
met Trina.
She
Yes.
was Ellie.
At the ruin, yeah.
And I went, really? I
That
forget
was
how much of
Ellie's
a little
first
shit
outing.
Trina is.
Yes. Yeah, that was Ellie's first outing.
When it's at the ruin,
I'm better at keeping track than I thought I was.
we'll keep an eye out for this vanishing ghost baby.
There's also the like gummy nose things.
The cute ones and there's the not so cute ones.
Has everyone got their squirrel?
The fake.
Okay,
Oh,
can I
Nezum,
see a
right.
squirrel?
I'm sure if you sat quietly and still enough and travelled along at a quiet pace for long enough, you would see a squirrel. Yes.
I would like to shoot a squirrel. Because the goblin
You're going
keeps
to
telling
shoot
me
a
about
squirrel.
carrying a squirrel, and I'm confused. So I'm going to carry a
Okay,
squirrel.
roll to attack.
Nezum is just looking confused as Misk and / Ellie starts trying to hunt down squirrels as they lope off into the forest.
I nat 20 a squirrel.
Yeah.
I
you
sneak
get a
attack
squirrel.
and nat 20 a squirrel.
You get a brace of squirrels.
Yeah, yeah.
I somehow
you
make a
get more than one
kebab
squirrel.
with the arrow.
Yeah, you make a kebab of squirrels. Yeah, that's exactly
Squirrel
what
on
you
a
do.
stick.
Squirrel on a stick.
And you wouldn't eat the dodo.
I did eat some of the
It was
dodo.
tasty.
Oh, sorry.
You left all the good bits off, like the feathery bits.
I
that
love
you-
how it's now a dodo. Went from a canary to a dodo.
I ate the big
You
blue bird.
suggested dodo.
Now, I have a squirrel. I think I have one for each of us. We all have squirrels.
Everybody gets a squirrel.
Done.
In case the bad numb nose thing turns up.
Apparently, there's a big cat thing that turns invisible and eats people, but it likes squirrels. So you just throw a squirrel and run the opposite direction.
Boys.
How does Nezum feel about being half rat, half scratching post, and there being fey squirrels flying around in the trees? Fey cats flying around in the trees.
This cat is the
It's a cat that flies and likes to eat people.
can stop saying the word.
Feline.
Ugh.
That's worse. Okay.
What does the squirrel do?
It
You
feeds-
throw it, it eats
it
the
and
squirrel
it-
instead of you.
It doesn't eat you.
Thanks for squirrel. Now got to look out for ghost babies. Fairy
And-
cats.
Fairy cats.
Ugh.
Illusion people you can see through, like luck. I had a luck that like led me through the forest, but you can see through it. It's very cool.
Question.
Yeah.
Yes.
How long was Nezum not alive?
Couple days.
What did you do?
They
We-
put us
we-
in prison.
Where Get it square. Don't discourage the ruins.
Alan got away and he told his wife that we did it, not the other way around. And she believed him.
Gus, wife.
Scourge the ruins. Keep an eye out for ghost baby fairy cat.
And as everyone say that, the part with the wife, like kind of looks like, you know, like the back of the head. Like,
Which one of us? Yeah, Alan. The bag's back on Alan.
He's got
He needs
carrying on with
eyes.
the bag over his head. Okay.
I know, but I'm
Right
planning
then,
on
can
shape-shifting,
we
and I
all
don't want him
make
to see
me
jack shit.
a survival
Shut up.
check as we return back towards town, please?
okay.
Well, hey,
Uh,
15.
12.
So that's the highest survival I've ever rolled as Ellie. And I was happy.
So we've got 12, 15.
23.
Oof. Okay.
And 1. I rolled a 2.
Right. What is the marching order here, folks? Remind me.
Small people on the horse, 2 people guiding horse, Alan behind.
No, I'm with
If I'm
Alen.
wrong.
So Luck's behind with Alen. Knick-Knack and Nezum are on the horse. And Ellie is up front.
And I'm guessing Robo and Azum will keep pace with the horse or sort of walk to
Okay.
the side of the horse.
Right. So congratulations, Ellie. You stop everybody from continuing moving forward because you see a big hole in the middle of the ground. A big pit.
Does anyone have an axe?
What's this?
It's a big hole.
They keep putting pits here, and it's very annoying. I was thinking of
It's the same pit.
when are they gonna? Can you build bridges, Nezum? You just make a tree go that way.
Can try.
Thank you.
I'll just climb off the horse, put my hand to the earth, and try and cover it with some. Is it easy navigable? How wide is this pit? I never engaged in the pits. I just murdered people.
It was a good 15 feet deep, this
Yes.
pit. And probably about 10 feet wide.
Mm-hmm. And what's stopping us going round it?
Nothing.
Oh,
It
okay.
was just to make sure that you guys didn't just walk straight into it again.
Okay.
Can we just is there
Which
any
they have
vines?
done a couple of times since they've been going back and forth.
Is there any vines on any of the trees here?
There is all sorts of different types of vines. Yeah, there's ivy. There's no thick, heavy set vines.
Oh, I know. I just need to, because then we can kind of like loop it around several trees around the outside of this pit, and we can like put a little marker up so people like hit a line of ivy and go, "Oh, there's a big pit the other side." Yeah,
You're trying to put like beware police tape around it, but with vines.
basically, yeah.
Hang on, I go into my tailor's kit, into my tailor's stuff, and just like try and find some ribbon.
I think you actually stole some from the tailor.
What did you say, Luke?
I would say you've got ribbon in your tailor's kit. Yeah.
Just put ribbon around it and be like, caution, police tape.
Who makes
Yellow.
this?
Have you got any yellow? Yellow really stands out against it.
Just starts looking for yellow ribbon through their tailoring stuff.
Not that yellow.
Go. I don't have everything. God Lord. Just dumps it out.
Yellow isn't really a colour that Misk keeps. He tries to have colours that make him blend in, not stand out. So yellow isn't something that Misk tends to keep on his person.
Nice weave. Nezum's testing out the ribbons. Just
That one's actually silk. That's a good one.
You continue into town, and it is at this point, folks, that if you are looking at the map, you get to the edge of the forest where the deforestation is.
What does
You have
Nezum
the large
feel?
crest of the hill up to the northeast, where you can see the windmill atop, and ahead you can see the hill with the ruined watchtower.
Does Nezum? Sorry, go on, Matt.
I was going to say, so we're going to go up to the ruin, and Ellie's going to go into town.
Yeah.
We're all going.
Well, I thought it'd be easier if one of us was incognito
Well, I was
instead of
thinking,
trying to get you and Nezum.
if Nezum goes, no one's going to recognize Nezum because Nezum's different.
Yes, but it's
Are you
very
using-
difficult to be sneaky with a tree.
Are you using D&D Beyond, Luke?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's very
Fine.
difficult to be sneaky with a tree. No offense, Nezum.
I was thinking people wouldn't recognize him,
You're very conspicuous.
but then he's just a new visitor in town.
Does I look that different, Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, my dear.
Yeah.
What does this room look like now?
Like you've come back from the dead. And that you're now part of the fern.
I look at Alen and I go, is he? Yeah, he's all tied up. And I just go, how about this? And I take off my cloak and I just look like I just turned into Nezum.
Which version do you go from, like
The new one. I
Oh.
copy your face now.
Is it? I don't think I'm that distinctly different. I look kind of like melded with different things. And I think my height and gait and manner are too similar. I don't know how I'd judge this if I think I look different enough.
It just
Hmm.
goes,
Yeah.
just shakes it off.
Do you think I will fit in or blend in? No. There's only Nezum. There's only ever been one Nezum.
Now two.
He's just offended.
Uh,
I love the fact that he's just offended.
You approved last night.
Unsure. Doesn't smell right.
All right. I'll do some work, and then we'll see.
Okay. No, Nezum will
As-
stay with Knick-Knack.
As Nezum says doesn't smell right, I make a flower crown and just put it on metal Nezum.
Better.
Smells better.
You'll
Going to use
prestidigitation.
Press the
Thank
digitation.
you. To make
We're here for you,
it
Celia.
smell. No, thank you. To make Robinism smells like cheese.
He might eat Robo Nezum.
Nezum is definitely going with Knick-Knack and Robo-Nezum now. And I will proceed faithfully sniffing Gorgonzola from a robot mouse.
Oh,
It's weird because you smell it, but no matter how much you sit there and you smell, you can't locate the source.
Yeah.
It's like it's just emanating, but where is it come? No, it's like frustrating. It's
I can
like you
just
wander
imagine
into a
it's like one of them
kitchen and you
bait
smell it
traps.
in there, but then the smell lingers back in the living room. So you wander back through to the living room, and then the smell's going back to you just go back and you can't find the actual where's it coming from.
It's like one of those dog toys that they have to try and get into to get the treat.
I can just
Then
imagine you
it's
just being
just-
like, just if we take too long, you're just there with a pry bar going, "Where's the cheese?"
Come back and there's loads of tiny claw marks over Nezum.
Yeah, a
Robo-Nezum.
long rest later, and Robo Nezum is in pieces once again. No cheese.
Yeah, we'll go. I will go to the ruin and
Not
wait
enough,
there while
Jack.
Ellie does reconnaissance.
Okay, who else is going to the ruin, folks? Everybody else?
Nah, I'm saying with Alen.
Yeah, we're bringing Alen.
Oh yeah. Oh, Alen,
To
Alen to the ruin. And that's our
I'm just gonna go.
meeting point.
So I think it's
So-
everyone to the ruin apart from Ellie.
Also, Beyond isn't loading.
How long will it give you, Ellie?
Sorry?
D&D Beyond is playing up for Celia.
Yeah, I don't see
okay.
the map.
Oh no, I haven't got the map.
Oh, no, there's not a map.
D&D Beyond. No, I
I
haven't
keep
got
looking
that.
at the
No.
one on Discord.
Yeah,
The map
that's
that
fine.
I've created for use the one on Discord because the map I created for Silverfern is unfortunately too large for me to put onto Seraphina. So until I have a lower res version of it, which I could probably download at some point, I can't pop it down on Beyond yet. Right, so
I will ask Ellie a question before they go. I say, how long before we come find you? If you don't
Hour
come
or so.
back,
Hour or so. I
1 hour.
I just plan on looking around.
We just having lunch.
True.
Got
You want
squirrel.
to
Just
get
have
back?
lunch. We are out of the forest, so I suppose we don't need the squirrels.
Well, I can cook them. I can do a nice little like
just-
rotisserie thing.
He just takes a bite out of it. Legit. Okay.
right, so as you all make your way up the hill and to the tower, you get to the precipice of the hill and you look across the skyline of Silverfern, and in this morning you see smoke rising up from the trees, from the rooftops and the chimneys of all the different buildings. You hear the calling out of merchants and the other citizenry. There's a hive of activity once again. The town seems to slowly becoming more back into its own after the last few days of hardship. You are sure that the trauma is still there, but it seems that the last couple of days where stores have been closed, the streets are empty, people are starting to attempt to get back to some form of life again. Ellie, you descend
Yes.
down the hill.
Yes.
You pass the lumber yard. You make it to the main street. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Well, you already said quite a lot of what my questions would be. Which is basically vibe check the town.
Yeah.
Now, I think it would be good to go to the guard barracks and effectively go, we're back now. Didn't want to make a big thing of it. And try and avoid the other guards. To just get to
Okay, so
Mara.
you make your way to the guard barracks.
Or does anyone have any particular? Because that was my plan. Vibe check the town. If guards aren't all over the bloody place, go find Mara.
We're not
Well,
with you,
get
so
back
we
to
can't
the
plan
main
that now.
guard barracks. And as you approach, as you approach the main gate, you see the familiar figure of Liam.
Liam. Hello, Liam.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with you.
Ellie. I'm the one who beat Mara in the shooting contest.
Oh, yeah, yes, I remember. Was that you?
Yes.
Right. Well, hello.
In Misk's
look,
head going, I fucking swore it was, or did I get mixed up?
Trying to remember myself now. Was it Ellie? I don't
Yeah.
think it
It
was
was
Ellie.
Ellie.
It was
Was it
Ellie.
Ellie?
It
Was it?
was.
We had a rematch.
I had a rematch as Ellie to prove my point.
Oh, yes, the rematch was Ellie, but
The
yeah,
original
Cass
one wasn't.
technically won.
Cass was at the
Cass won,
market.
but Cass couldn't take the prize, so he had
Yes,
a
'cause
rematch as
Cass
Ellie.
was no longer there, so you have a
'Cause-
rematch as Ellie. Yes.
Because it was
That's what
annoying me
happens
the
when you
fact that I
have
couldn't
multiple
prove it.
Yeah.
So I just challenged her to to a
I'll
firing
do it
range.
again.
So do it again.
Yes, no. Yeah, I remember. I remember now. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I don't think Elliot was around in the market, but no,
No,
yes.
it's the other time.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Liam's there.
I
He's
keep forgetting how complicated I've accidentally made my guy.
No, it's okay. Oh, so you're back.
I have a package for Mara.
So are you all back, or
Bless you.
They're
Hang on.
waiting behind. We thought it would be best not to make a show of it.
okay? Well, Mara seemed pretty. I don't know. Is excited? Excited is the wrong word. Like
On edge?
on edge. Yeah, definitely. Like
Yeah.
for Mara's pretty stubborn and forceful at most of times, but for like
Yeah.
to see her on edge, it was pretty. It was pretty scary.
I forget the levels have changed a lot in the hierarchy.
Well, Mara's
I know
now the
you're-
captain.
I know you're like the vice captain or something.
Well, I'm still a sergeant.
Okay.
Not that I'm complaining. I'm happy with that. But yeah, Mara went off to find Veila as soon as you guys left. Something really important.
Yeah.
But I haven't spoken to her since. But
If you could send a long word, tell her her package has arrived.
okay, I think she's at the council hall with
No
Veila
problem.
and a
I'll
letter.
go check. Thank you, though.
No, that's all right. Did what about Alen?
He's with us.
Okay.
You'll find out.
Do I need to do anything here,
No, but also I don't think. How can I put this? Need to know.
or make me a persuasion check.
Legit. Fuck. 1.
Oh.
Which, by the way, is still a 10.
Eh.
Somehow.
I'm sorry, but that after everything that's gone on, I need to know everything's okay. I can't just.
Is
I've
he
got to come
behind
with
the
you.
gate still?
No, he's in front of the gate.
Okay.
The gates are open. He's just kind of stood
I
there.
do the whole take your hands and thing and go, everything is. Oh, I can't say fine. Everything
Yeah.
will be fine.
I'm definitely going to be getting some of the guard, and we're definitely going to send them over to the council hall with you guys. So
I feel like
yeah.
I should talk to Mara first.
Mara's there.
That's my point.
And
I
you're
don't
not
want to
exactly
make
filling me
too
with
big of a
confidence
thing
here.
of it, because I'm pretty sure if we make too big of a thing of it, Veila will be very upset.
Yeah, well, the last time you were here, you were under arrest. Then Mara let you go, and now you're back, and Mara's with Veila. Look, I don't really know what's going on right now, so
Liam,
yeah,
I'm
we're gonna have
scared
to
that if I
have a
tell you
conversation.
everything, I'll get court-martialed.
We're not on a ship.
But you understand the sentiment.
Make me another persuasion check. With
It's like,
disadvantage.
I don't know if I tell you this, I'll end up back in prison. $20.
Okay.
You can come with if you wish.
You go ahead. I'll get a few, and I'll meet you there.
No problem.
Okay.
I
right.
just start running off to in full in full everything mode, just runs off in that direction towards the town hall.
Okay. So make your way through a couple of alleyways. You get back to the main road. You make your way past Luck's home.
Yeah.
And you head on through the market square.
And when I get to where the town hall is, I proceed to slow down so I'm not as conspicuous.
And you see the large building of stonework and masonry with flags flying. That is the council hall.
Or if there's guards.
So there's the main staircase. Make your way into up the main staircase, the outer staircase, and it opens up into a courtyard. And there are some large doors which enter into the council hall. And you make your way past some guards that kind of give you a nod.
Oh yeah, I do the full like stand upright look where you know where you're going.
Yeah, like
Bit bored.
striding forth
Yeah,
with
pretty bored.
confidence, like I'm meant to be here.
Yeah.
And you bang on the door. And a timid, kind of gnomish lady opens the door, and she looks up at you, and she's like, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
I'm here to speak with Mara. No, I'm here to speak with Captain Mara.
You're here, okay, right, wonderful. And who are you?
Ellie.
Ellie. Okay, right. Wait here. She closes the door.
It's just I'm here to speak with Captain Mara. My name's Ellie. Go.
You're there for about 5-10 minutes go by. You see people coming and going. You see somebody across the other courtyard come by with some boxes. A wagon comes in. Well, it doesn't come in. It stops at the bottom of the stairs, and you see several younger people bringing up boxes, carrying them back and forth. Going, I wish they had a bloody ramp.
After about 10 minutes, I look around and be like, next person, you seen Mara?
Sorry, what?
I just stop somebody like, have you seen Captain Mara?
No, I haven't.
No worries.
So, okay, cool.
I bloody hope she's not dead.
Carries on along the business. Can you sign for this, or?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Just wanders off with his pad.
It's just Ellie.
The door opens behind you.
I haven't thought of a second name yet.
And you see Mara stood there.
Hello, Mara. Oh, sorry, Captain.
You're back.
Yes.
Right. And?
We have Alen. Thought it'd be a bad idea to drag him through the street.
You got him alive?
Yeah. When I left.
Okay. Well, I spoke to Veila. She took the...
Faye don't lie. He was alive when I left.
She took the news as well as I thought she would. She's obviously very concerned and wants to see all of you.
Cool. So
Ellen included.
They're at the ruins at the top of the hill. Do you want me to go fetch them?
Yeah.
Legit. Sorry. Of course, Captain. I thought it'd be a bad idea to bring him through the street. Plus, he has friends here. Still.
He has friends here still.
All the people that were with Alen aren't all dead. Or Alen.
Right. What you're trying to say that there's people
There's
within
sympathizers
the town
in the town.
Okay, right. In that case...
At least he's very, 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 very sure of himself, despite the fact that he's tied to a horse.
Right. Well, if you could bring him this way in a way that wouldn't be so public... I don't want there to be a bit of noise about this. I want this to be kind of dealt with and then for us to announce whatever we need to announce afterwards.
No problem.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right. Good. Go on then.
I go.
And you head off, and
my
Barlock kind of
plan,
closes the door and goes
if
back in.
nobody denies, is to just go round the town to where the back of the town hall is, instead of going through.
Well, you go back to everybody else, and you report back.
Veila didn't take the news well. Mara says to take him in quietly.
Yeah, I expected that much.
Didn't immediately. Got a couple weird looks. Town seems to be doing better.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure Liam might have a stroke.
What did you do to the poor boy?
Nothing. I just think it's too stressful.
He's a very simple man.
He's not simple. He's kind.
He's kind, but he lacks simple things. And when you explain things to him, make it simple.
Then why does he always want explanations? Like,
Because
that's a
he
lot of
likes-
questions for simple.
He likes to understand. He's one of the only person in this town that actually
Like
takes
him.
the time to ask for an explanation, even though he
Genuine
doesn't fully
chap.
understand it. It's his best quality.
I like the poor chap. I think he's cute.
What are we doing, folks?
What was happening? Tells everyone. Got annoyed about Liam. What happened happened. So, plan is to take him in quietly.
So,
How do we take in
and we
an
don't
Alen
really
quietly?
see- Do we like roll him up in a bedroll and stuff?
My plan was to just take him around the outskirts of the town and take him in through the back of the town hall, rather than
I was
through.
thinking if you roll him in a bedroll and you can like hang him over the horse, and then he looks like sort of sack of supplies.
I could just put him in a sleeping bag, sure, but I think he'd move
And he's too big.
to fit in a sleeping bag. Takes out a sleeping
Drop it
bag,
off.
measures him up. Could always use yours. Look, I'm sure it'd fit in that one.
It's a bit too big for him.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to fit. We just need to not have the entire town see that we have him tied up.
Let's just go around town.
Yeah. Okay. Take the long way. Votes?
Are we going around the outside to along the forest line or around the other way?
One sec, I'm loading up the map.
I think the
If we
forest
go-
line might be better.
I think we probably go. I think it would be more subtle if we went forest way.
Yeah, Forest Way. I can't quite remember where the town hall is. I think it's the one at the top.
It's the big droopy one at the
Yeah.
back. Isn't it?
At the very top, at the top of the market.
Yeah, if we go the left-hand side way,
Yeah, basically. hunt the
basically
forest.
knock onto the back door.
Yeah.
We have a guy.
And you didn't see Lynx while you were in town.
No,
Okay.
but Mara knows about
If you
his
do, well, not
friends.
if you do see them, whoever's got them should probably be a bad person.
Good. But Mara knows about his accomplices, so she's keeping an eye out too. We'll find them. I'm sure we will.
I'm sure we could just extract the knowledge from Alan here.
That's sort of. I'm a guard, I'm a guard, I'm a guard. I can't just torture a prisoner. Is it?
It's
I'm a
definitely
guard, I'm a
magic.
guard, I'm a guard. I can't just torture
There's-
prisoners.
Definitely magic stuff that like sort of lets you know what they're thinking.
The only magic I'm good at is changing shape.
Oh,
Very good at it, but I'm a one-trick pony.
more than one trick. Because like if you can change into anyone, then like that's like a million trillion
There's
tricks.
limitations to it.
I'm making sure while I say that Alen isn't able to listen.
That's why he's tied up and got a big bag on his head.
He's still
Take it
here
Over
through the
there.
bag. I'm just making sure he doesn't hear.
I was assuming that you were having this conversation away from him.
True, but still.
Shouldn't make assumptions. Good points, Leah.
Okay, well, the sooner we get there, the sooner we can give him to them, and then like we can not be put back in cells, because that was really bad and boring.
Yeah, I don't like being locked up. It's
And-
upsetting.
And I've thought of so many cool things, and I can't do them while they've got my notebook.
That's a good point. Your notebook is technically now evidence.
Nezum will kind of pull up their hood and make themselves appear as much as they can like a parcel
Nezum.
on the back of the no, not even old Nezum, like
Oh,
because a lot of the folks will think
Nobody knows Nezum is back yet.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks.
he was lost to the forest. So I will, with the combination of my new feature, I will I don't know how big is this thing? Sorry, I just got to check the size of the something. Yeah, I will like design a silent image upon the back of the horse that basically looks like packing, like burlap sacks and sacking and leather strapping, and I will kind of cast it, and I will sit within the image, kind of like half
Okay.
in it, half outside of it, almost like I've projected a hologram on top of Nezum to make him look like a piece of.
Which would have been a great way to transport Alen.
Eh.
But yeah,
I didn't know he could do that.
now you do. You all watch as Nezum kind of casts magic on the back of the horse, and then you just watch him kind of just disappear.
You can put him
climbs
in
onto
if
the
you
back of the
wish.
horse.
I can make it like
They
15
both
feet
fit.
of
Oh,
nutsness. Of
legit.
You could fit
Image.
both of you in that 15 feet, yeah.
Okay. I do the Red Dead Redemption thing.
I make
Yeah.
the silent image that I make him look like is like a load of
Hold laundry.
yeah. No, I don't know. I was going to make him something more insulting. I was trying to think of something that would like really.
Dead deer. That'd be funny.
Yeah, maybe like,
Fertilizer.
yeah, just like sacks of
Bag of
fertilizer.
fertilizer.
Yeah, yeah, and like I because it's silent image, it can't move. Oh, it can. Can it move?
I think
I
it's.
can't remember. Can it?
I think you can like alter it.
Yeah, I will even animate flies coming off of it.
Add the stink lines from the
Yeah,
cartoons.
yeah.
So people kind of stand back even a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah.
Luck can prestidigitate it to make it smell of poo. That
is
a
teamwork
large
spell.
sack of fertilizer to the council house.
I love how he's now stuck inside of an
So
imaginary
while you
sack
transport
of
this
shit.
sack of shit,
Because he can smell the shit as well. He just
yeah, he's just like,
he's just like, is that a bag of shit gagging? Yeah, even it can't stand the smell of itself.
I would like to shape change and make it so my nostrils are not functioning. It just that doesn't work anymore. Cool. Done.
Right. So you make your way towards the council hall, the rest of you. You see some people kind of darting glances at you and just be like, they're back. Oh, they're back. Like, it seems that word kind of got out that you came back. Some of you heard that you were in prison. There seems to be rumour that you were, that you weren't, that You're the heroes, you're not the heroes. Like, there's a lot of confusion about the town as you make your way in, like, in regards to what's actually happened. Like, who are the good guys, who are the bad guys? Like, there was a battle, some people were killed. Who's on the right side, who's on the wrong side here?
Yeah.
All people seem to know is that councillors have been dying. The town was attacked. And there's a lot of hearsay about who's responsible. And now there's rumours that Corbin and the rest of the guard are dead, but they don't know why. So, you make your way back to the council
Whoopsie.
hall. You clippity-clop your way up the stairs with the horse, and you get to the main courtyard.
Hey,
Bang, bang, bang. The little gnomish lady comes to the door once again.
hello again.
Hello. Oh, it's you again. What do you want?
Mara. Does I just point at the horse,
Oh, again. All right.
if you wouldn't mind.
You've got a horse for her? That's a terrible smell.
Unfortunately.
Can't it use the service entrance?
She would rather it not.
Does it?
Could it use the service entrance?
I
She
can
said
understand.
incognito.
I'd rather a horse with fertilizer coming in here anyway. Why? What is
The
going
plan
on?
is to keep it out here. I just need Mara.
There's a plan for the. I'm just. I'll go and get her. Closes the door.
Please stop questioning this. I have nothing left to say.
This lady hasn't got a clue what the plan is. She doesn't know what's going on.
Like, the plan
You
was to just
turned
leave it
up with
out
a
here.
horse
Just get me
and a sack
Mara.
of shit.
Well,
Um,
figuratively, literally, imaginarily.
You hear the door open once again, and Mara comes to the entrance.
I smile and go, eh.
What? Where is he?
I just put my hand into the imaginary sack of shit to drag him out.
Oh, well, that was creative.
Don't ask.
Hello, Alen.
Just take them. Just unbind his head.
Is he still gagged, or is it just the hood?
Still gag.
I don't really want him to talk, unless Mara has another option. He's more like, look, it is Alen. The head is the same.
Bring him inside.
Look, do you want to help?
Bring him inside and quickly.
Oh.
All
Yeah,
of you,
yeah.
come in.
Just one of us get the legs, the other one gets the top half.
Robo and Nezum can like help Frog march him in.
Cool.
Yeah.
We get
Nezum,
Alen into the house.
what are you doing?
I will sneak into these chambers if I can.
Yes,
Try
please, roll me
remain-
a stealth check.
Remain hidden as they're kind of
Yes, as
distracted.
Mara's looking at Alen and there's the rest of them, you try and sneak in behind.
Because if stuff goes wrong, I want to maybe have a little bit of an upper hand. That's what I'm thinking. So I slide off.
Roll me a stealth check.
Oh, here we go. Come to Zoom. What we got? Ooh, critically have.
13.
13.
Okay.
Indeed.
I don't know how this works mechanically. It's mostly a combat thing.
What?
Oof,
I can give the help action to somebody at range.
13 will do it.
Where did Nezum
As you walk in to this reception chamber, like you've been in here before, there's a large chamber. There's a lot of waiting benches. There's a main reception desk, which is this large desk on the opposite side of the wall. And there seem to be a few notaries at this desk. And you see this gnomish lady seated behind this desk. On the left-hand side, you have 2 sets of large double oak doors, and on the right-hand side, you see 1 set of large double oak doors. Luck, you know on the right-hand side is to be Veila's office. On the left-hand side, you know there to be 2 other offices. On the back wall where there's the notary desk, there's also a set of stairs to the left-hand side of that, and that goes up, and that goes towards up to a 2nd level with a balcony overlooking the room, and there is another large set of double doors that goes back there, and that goes to a meeting chamber.
Where's a lair
Um,
desk or office?
Alaire's office is the 2nd set of doors on the left-hand side. As you all make your way to space, you see Mara kind of pacing about, and she's just speaking with one of the other guards. One of the other guards walks behind you and leaves the room. And then Mara turns to the rest of you. So, what happened? What's going on now? Fill me in. What's the situation here? I obviously heard what you gave me to give to Veila, but paint me a picture here.
He tried to murder Knick-Knack, basically, when he couldn't get what he wanted.
And what was it that he wanted?
The necklace.
He wanted me to show him to where we buried Nezum, but I didn't know and he didn't want to listen.
Right.
He thought we had buried the amulet with Nezum, and he wouldn't take no for an answer.
Amulet. Right, so all this was over a trinket.
I think
It's
it's
not
something.
just a trinket.
It's sort of
It's a
some magic
key
thing.
to a
It's got something
secret
to do with the big
temple.
rock.
And where is this trinket now?
I gave it you to give Veila.
You've got it, Luck.
No,
We put it
Look,
with the book.
we
and
gave it to
the-
her when we went away, when we chased.
Oh, did
Yeah,
we?
we
I
put it with
did!
the book of the evidence and just gave
I
her
cannot
everything.
remember. Oh my god, I am sorry, I do not remember
That's
that.
why when
Don't
she
remember
says,
you
"Where
giving the
is it?" I
medallion with
went.
the book.
When she said, "Where is it?" I
Hopefully
went,
you've
"God,
got
Lord,
it.
with you." Please,
Yeah,
don't tell me you lost it.
yeah. Look, had to,
Oh.
she hid it in there, and then she
So I
just.
retract that. Sorry, apologies. I
That's
forgot
why
that bit.
Ellie's
I'm
response was,
sorry.
"Hopefully with you."
I'm a bad DM.
No.
It's fine.
Keeping track of a lot of things. Oh, that medallion.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's something to do with the magic rock.
Magic
I
rock.
think it's a gate into a secret temple under the grove.
There's a whole thing. Veila
Right.
knows. I'm not entirely sure how many other people know.
Well, Veila now has the amulet. So he was trying to get the amulet.
Yes, because he gave it Corbin as insurance.
Insurance for that doesn't make sense. Insurance for what? Why would Veila's amulet be
Blackmail?
insurance for Corbin?
Because he joined Corbin
Maybe.
in the coup attempt.
Is
And it's blackmail.
Veila here or has she wandered off?
Veila is in her office right now, waiting to speak to all of you and try and sort all this mess out. Because obviously,
To avoid any... I would like to tell her 99% of everything except for the shape-changing shit. Just
okay.
Tell everything.
instead of
Tell
having to
Mara
recap
everything.
3 sessions
Right.
with a stutter.
So you inform Mara everything that has happened, minus the few shape-changing moments.
Without the Fey nonsense.
Are we also admitting like Nezumi-ness?
Right.
Yes, we don't tell her about Nezum. Nezum is dead in his
Nizum,
boots.
where are you in this space?
Nezum, as soon as he heard that Veila had the amulet, he's heading for the office to get amulet.
Okay.
what is the situation? Is there a door? Is it open plan? Are we talking?
It's a large set of large double wooden doors,
Okay, I will.
probably
I'll
about
wait.
10 feet wide.
I'll listen at the door just to see if I hear any conversation, any
Make
sort
me
of,
a perception check.
yeah, tomfoolery. I'm on the
Okay.
look for tomfoolery today.
Okay. Tomfoolery. I like that.
That's 16.
16. Okay. You don't hear much in the way of conversation, but you hear a bird.
My favourite crippled avian.
Now that bird, if it is the bird we think of,
Yes.
is there any gap beneath the door? Are we talking any sort of crevasse that I can look under without being conspicuous?
You'd need to make me another stealth check to not be seen in this space really doing that. That's a very conspicuous thing to be doing.
And what we're talking about here in terms of, we're on the second floor, is that right? And there's a third
No,
floor above us.
you're on the ground floor.
On the ground floor, sorry. Okay.
So, well,
above
you've
us.
gone up some exterior stairs
Okay.
up into a courtyard, and then like that's outside, and then you've gone inside on a ground floor.
Okay.
As it were.
There
and
may
above
be
a floor below you, but this is the ground floor.
Yeah, and then there's sort of like another layer above us. We think
there's another floor above you with a balcony that overlooks this reception
so
area.
nothing I can. I was wondering if
there
there's another way I can get eyes in this room. Not
to your knowledge.
Okay, not way I can look down into this space. So what I will do in that case is I will I think what I will do is I will just keep that stealth that I've kind of built up that I used on the last one and not attempt anything extra other than to be inconspicuous.
Remain at the back of the pack.
Yeah, and I will, if they're having this chat and I've snuck round the side to this office area, I will hide behind some sort of pot plant or something like that till they get there and try and slip in with them as the doors open, basically.
Okay, lovely. You finish regaling your tale and all the information that you have gathered to Mara. Right. Well, we need to you need to speak to Veila, and you need to sort this mess out with her and Alen, and she will come to a decision in regards to his fate.
Okay.
In the meantime, I will go and speak to Alen and speak with her about the future ramifications of everything that has happened and what that means for the council, the town.
How is she doing?
Alen is doing actually quite well, surprisingly.
Don't forget the fact that Alen has sympathizers.
If you see
that
links,
is one of my concerns.
Also, one of his sympathizers stole his magic thing.
Yeah, if you find links, whoever's got it is probably a bad person on Alan's side.
Links? What's links?
A crystal cat.
Oh, the thing that was
supposed to be sending the messages to you guys. One of
They
them
also have the letter that we sent.
Apparently one of them stole it.
You're sure?
Yeah, he was very sure about it. And it's still there. It's not been destroyed. I know that much. But I can't find him.
You've got an
Stay here
idea.
one moment. Stay here one moment, please.
Okay.
You watch Mara. She goes over to the notaries. She whispers something to them, and you see the notaries get up, and they leave.
Are they sending out a cat patrol? Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty.
I do have a thought, but it needs a megaphone. It needs like a tubby thing, like so I can get my voice go really far.
What for?
Well, then I can tell Lynx to like attack whoever's got it.
I don't think that's going to be necessary.
You have it.
Okay.
No, but I know where it is.
What do you mean?
Well, Veila has it.
Oh, fuck.
Veila has Link.
Well, yeah.
How?
I don't know. They're in a little box in her room, in her office.
I'm
I
going
don't
to
know.
open the door to our office. They keep pointing at.
I'm going to go and speak to Alen. You.
We need to
Okay.
check she's still there.
Mara goes off to Alen's office. Goes inside.
Can I see Alair, like from far from the crack of the door?
Probably not. No.
Is there anybody in this space there between
Not
us?
anymore. It is now just you.
I say, the bird. Dark the bird inside.
I'm just going to go and open the door.
Knick-knack, you open the door to Veila's office. You see a large chamber, many bookshelves. Adorn this space. You see sconces along the walls in between bookshelves. At the far end, there is a large wooden desk. There are some chairs, cushioned chairs on one side, facing inwards, and on the other side there is a large chair where sits Veila. Sitting on one of the bookshelves to your left as you open the door, you see Teely perched on the shelves, and on the desk, on one side of the desk, you see in a small metal cage-like box, you see Lynx.
Veila?
Oh, hello. I was told you were back.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why
you're
is
not
Link in
used.
a cage?
I think we all need to have a chat.
Come inside. There's a lot to discuss.
Just grabs him by the collar and drags him in. Just props him up on one of the chairs.
like hunches forward, like gag still in his mouth, manacles still on there, like in the chair.
Out of sympathy for you, we tried not to hurt him too much, at least not more than what we needed to. Noting the fact that he tried to kill us.
I
And I
really
thank you
don't
for
like
that.
it when people try and kill me.
Most people don't like it when somebody tries to kill them.
I've had assassination attempts before. I don't want another one.
Well, I know you're right. Okay.
The worst he's got is a rather large goose egg.
Why is Tilly here?
Teely.
Hmm.
Well, she's been playing around town for a little while now. Seems to have abandoned Doran. so she's been proving useful for me.
Holds out a cracker. I miss Teely.
Luck,
Hmm,
where do I begin? Where do I begin? And you see
cat.
she's holding in her hands the medallion, and she's kind of just flipping it around in her hands.
How about the cat and the medallion?
Well, the medallion is mine. Has been for a very long time.
How much do you know?
Let's, for a moment, assume I know everything.
So you know about the temple.
I know about the temple.
I wasn't about the temple. I was more about the coup, but yeah.
I know about Corbin taking my medallion and the rest of the guard. The assassination attempt on, well, not really an attempt, but the assassination of Garak Tallow, the assassination of Alistair Cladd.
Did you
And
know
you
about
And
this
then
before or after he tried to get me done for murder?
things are never that simple.
Oh, it really is.
What did you do?
They killed all the people in ahead of them, so they got a new job.
Tell me that you have done what's necessary. I swear.
I had done everything that is necessary.
I swear to bloody God. I swear to both of them.
Renara and Solara helped me.
And you did me a little bit of a favour getting rid of
Four.
Corbin for me. Cleaned house, I see.
Do you share his beliefs?
No, he shared mine.
Okay. This whole town is awash.
Not the town. Just these two.
Oh,
What do you
Veila.
intend to
You
do?
need to understand that this was for the betterment of this town.
Killing?
And the loss of 2 lives to make this place safer for the hundreds of people that live here was necessary.
Oh,
Killing
okay.
is never necessary. Do you imagine about the hurt that you've caused? No, you didn't think of that. No, because you didn't lose someone. Because you didn't lose people.
Don't talk to me
I
about
have lost
this.
people. I have lost people. I know what killing does to someone. I know what murder does to someone. To an entire population. It's
That is what I
never.
wish to shield them from.
And yet that's
Create
what
an
you've
enemy.
done.
I
The people
need someone in
needed.
this town not to be a corrupt asshole.
It is not corruption. It is a betterment.
It is not.
Strengthening.
Are you out of your mind?
Alistair
Have you lost
was
the
a
way?
fool.
Have you lost the sight of light?
I think she's lost all sense.
You know better than the people in the celestial cities. And that's coming from me. Me that absolutely hate my own species. You know better than them, if you're not worse.
I know what is good for the people that live here.
No, you know jack shit.
To keep them safe, to keep them happy, to protect their well-being. Times are changing. We have been prosperous, And prosperity is always followed by criminality. Something this town has never had to fend off before. But Alistair would not hear it. So to protect the livelihoods and the lives of my future and my people, I
That
did
is
what
not.
was necessary to secure their future.
Veila,
Because he was not able to or willing to. He did not listen, and he was stubborn.
you think I don't know that?
Exactly. How else would you deal with somebody like that? I tried to show him. I showed him with Garrick what was possible, and still he turned a blind eye.
He didn't turn a blind eye. If you're speaking about the celebration, that wasn't a blind eye. That was a way to reassure population. You have learned nothing from his lessons. You have learned nothing to make sure that all of these people can be safe and live happily. You know what you just created? Terror.
Do tell me.
You've created terror, fear,
Moral.
dread. That's not how you rule a city. I would have given you my full support if you would have come to me for this kind of things. But no, you had your own little ways. And in a way, just like Lasso, you were stuck in them. Open your bloody eyes. Open your mind.
My eyes and mind are open.
Why don't you take
Clearer than they
suggestions
have
then?
ever been before. No one else needs to die now.
Then what do you plan
Things
to
can
do?
be as they need. You needn't face the gallows. Join me in council with Alen.
You know I hate position of power. I didn't come to
And
this
yet
town.
you seem to shape it. Look what
Have-
you've done in these last 3 days. Join me on the council with Alen. Mara is the captain of the guard already. She will strengthen the guard. She will make our young, strong fighters and not just drunkards on watch. We will be stalwart. We will be vigilant. This town will prosper.
It was
Our Silverferns will be our Silverferns, and not the highest bidder of any merchant that wanders through the land. We will protect what is sacred for us and our people. And we can do it together.
I wish I was as naive as you are. I wish I had that naivety again. That candor. Veila, things
stands
aren't
up.
that simple.
They can be if you make them. And she puts the medallion down on the table.
Did you know it reacts
kinda
to
stands up.
Osmar blood?
As she puts
Sorry?
it down,
Yep.
I was waiting for some sort of move. I will cast Unseen Servant
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to do something very stupid.
right beside her, behind her chair,
Okay.
ready for if she proceeds anywhere further out of the line of sight of this thing, the Unseen Servant will take the medallion.
Look,
Okay. Good to know.
Ellie turns towards Luck, and Ellie goes, "I feel like I'm going to do something very stupid."
Pull Alair
Veila
and Mara.
stands up. I am not the one that is naive. You ran from your problems and you came here. What drove you here is nothing to do with that town. But if you think it won't follow you, and you can bring danger to my home, well, I
Bring
won't
danger.
let it.
Bring danger.
I have seen them.
Who?
The people from your cities. They have
Where?
been here. They have been watching them, and I will not stand for it. And she stands
Where?
back and she clicks her fingers. The sconces dim, and the light in the room goes from bright light to dim light. And you see her take a step back, and she disappears.
I'm gonna grab Alen. Like, she has a very firm hold on him, like, right now.
Naive!
I would like to go behind the desk if I could.
Yep, certainly. You can go behind the desk. What do you wish to do?
I would like, because I don't think she cast a spell, so I'm looking for like an escape. Oh. I'm gonna look for like a secret tunnel or a escape hatch type thing.
Okay, as you step forward to come behind, like as you make your way towards the desk, can you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
No.
Mm.
I rolled a 15, so 14.
14. Okay. That
It's
will
good for
not
me.
do it. The DC is 15.
So close.
You hear a whisper in your ear, Knick-Knack. You hear words. You're not equal. They don't see you as one of their own. They don't appreciate your talents.
Vicious mockery.
You take 4d4 psychic damage.
Oh, shit!
I have a question, Luke.
Yeah.
Does she have like an outside coat in the room?
Sorry?
Does she have like an outer garment in the room?
There's probably like a hat stand somewhere with like a cloak on it.
No problem. I would like to put the
Knick-Knack,
coat on.
you take 11 points of
Ooh.
psychic damage. And you must immediately use your reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see. If the target can't, and if you can't make this attack because there is no one within reach of you, instead your next attack roll is made with disadvantage.
Am I within reach? Because I went forward, so
I would say being by the desk, because Alen was put down on one of the chairs.
arguably then.
So either Luck, Misk, or Alen is within. I would say is within range of your.
Can I
attack.
ask a question if there is someone else in range?
Yeah,
Is
sure.
Lynx in range?
Lynx
Is on the
would
desk
be
in
in
the
range.
case.
It's in the desk in the box. Yeah. Let me just reread this.
She just aims for your fixable
But
companion.
it would be aiming at the cage.
Except it's a creature of my choice.
Oh, your
sorry.
choice. Okay. Who am
I
I?
just reread the spell, so actually it's my choice. So can you please make a melee attack against Luck?
Why me?
Because you're the nearest
Side.
person to them that she would want
I
to
rolled a
attack.
1.
Yes.
You rolled a 1. Okay.
I got 6 to hit.
Okay, you swing. Luck. Knick-Knack swings round at you wildly in an attack.
I'm basically trying to punch you in the shins.
Can we all roll initiative, please?
Does it got Alen? Because it's like I got him. Like I'm holding him.
She's trying to make it aim for Alen instead.
Yeah.
Just body shield.
You're trying to use Alen as a meat shield.
Yeah, I mean, He
Are
rolled
we-
a
Well, he rolled
one,
a 1
so
anyway, so he missed. You saw him coming at you because you've got a very high perception.
No, but
And
I
you
just
were
love
just
that
like, oh
that's the
shit, what are
one.
you doing? Like,
I just like the idea that that's the one. You just bring Alen in front.
no, no.
DM, are we
Right.
using 5 or 5.5 for initiative when hidden?
Whatever you would like to do.
I'll just roll it. Well, if I get advantage if I'm doing 5.5, but it's up to you. So that's why I'm asking you.
I would say you get advantage.
Okay, cool. Yeah. As far as I understand it from what I've
Because you are
gleaned.
still hidden.
Yeah, okay. Do it that way. Because otherwise it'd be like a free round for me to do something within. It's up to you. Which way do you want to do it, DM?
I'd say you've got advantage.
Do it that way.
on
Okay.
the
And
initiative.
does my trigger go off with my?
It does indeed.
So yeah, my guy grabs the thing and will start trying to proceed out of the room with it.
Your unseen servant picks up the
Mhm.
amulet.
Yeah. And it's just that floating amulet starts moving out the room. It's an 18
Okay.
for my initiative.
11.
16.
Oh,
9.
I should probably be writing all this down. Right, 1 second.
Just going to fetch water.
Can we take like 2 minutes quickly?
Yeah, go for it. Sorry, I've stopped doing breaks recently. I should probably get back on doing that.
Well, because then I can turn my alarm off, because I can go.
Yeah.
So
Let's all have a quick break
Cool.
while we have all roll initiative. So
I will
just can
pause.
people just re-roll
Oh.
to read me what their initiatives were?
18 for Nazir.
11 for luck, 16 for.
So, top of the round. Right, top of the round then. With an 18 for initiative, we have Nezum. Nezum, you are in a dimly lit chamber. Your unseen servant has just swiped the medallion off of the desk. You have just witnessed Knick-Knack kind of clutch his head and then reach out and try to swipe at Luck. What are you doing?
I'm making my unseen servant start to head towards the door.
Okay.
Which I think I have to do as a bonus action. Yeah. So it's moving quite slowly because it only goes 15 feet. But it will try and like float over the desk, the most direct route out of the place. I have now my silvered eyes.
Yes, indeed.
And be able to see within this space. Does that
Mhm.
affect anything I'm visible to in this room? I can perceive in this room.
You cannot see anything different in this room.
Okay.
No.
Okay, fine.
There is nothing different with your
Okay.
silvered eyes.
I will then, in the area where I last saw Alea, not Alea, Veila, sorry. I will cast. I'm going to cast the entangle spell.
Okay, so you're going to use one of your features to
Yes.
do entangle. Okay, just read entangle out to me again.
Grasping
So,
plants sprout from the ground in a 20-foot radius within range. For the duration, these plants on the ground to area difficult terrain. They dispute each creature other than you in the area. When you cast a spell, must succeed in a strength saving throw or have the restrain condition.
Okay, strength saving throw. Right, let's do this.
It's athletics and it's spell save DC 13.
Okay. It's a natural 3.
So the plants shoot out of the ground. Do they catch something?
So you feel the floorboards ripple as bits of wood splinter off of these floorboards, and it's almost as if the bark from these trees, like the trees themselves that these boards have been made out of, reanimate, and shoots start to grow out of the wood from these planks, and they ripple up through the floorboards, grasping at everybody's ankles in this area, as well as apart from yours and Nezum. So anybody around the the desk, I will also need to make a strength saving throw, please.
Where is the chair where Alen is?
I'm guessing because this doesn't require sight, does it, Entangle?
No.
An area.
It's just an area.
What's the
Brilliant.
DCP?
Okay.
I got a
13.
Okay, I got a
13.
15.
Critically average, everybody. Spell save.
I'm assuming I need to roll for rolepalying.
Nope.
Rolepalying is entangled.
You feel in the roots that there is another creature entangled. You
I'm
can't
imagining-
quite see where.
Well,
You can see roots are wrapping around, like twisting around in the air in this entire space
yes.
that it encompasses, because the entire space now becomes difficult
Mhm.
terrain, and there's a lot of roots. I would say you would need a successful perception check to be able to identify where
I've
specifically.
Bonus action. I was at the edge of the room anyway, kind of just sneaking in.
Mhm.
I will maintain my distance for now, just sort of
Mhm.
in the kind of in the doorway, waiting for the unseen servant to get past me.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Okay. Veila is currently invisible and restrained.
Yep.
Which means something completely different in 5.5 by the looks of it.
Didn't really.
Melee attacks have
No,
advantage.
not at all.
While restrained, you have the following effects. Speed is 0. Attacks affected. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attacks have disadvantage. You have disadvantage on dex saves, is the new one,
Yeah. Okay.
which is basically the same as the old.
Right, so restrained. I'm just double checking. Okay, cool. Right. Ellie, you're next.
Another perception check to see where Veila is. Is it like an action thing? Because
It is. Well, you're trying to see an invisible creature. So I was giving Nezum the opportunity because he has a physical connection with these roots.
Oh, sorry. Did you want me to make that? I didn't know if you wanted me to make that.
It's up to you if you wanted to or not. If you want to, that's fine. You can.
Is that on top of my? Was that my like free action for that turn? Because I
That'd
kind
be
of
your
wrapped
free
it.
action. That'd be
Okay,
your
cool.
free
Yeah,
action.
then I definitely will give it a go to see if I can establish
for
with
it.
my thing. Sorry, I didn't realize. I thought that was for next turn. Sorry, DM. Yeah, that's a 12.
A 12. You see a specific place about 10 feet behind the desk where the vines have wrapped up and are swirling around in a spiral, as almost as if they're going around a leg.
Okay. I got you.
So you have a
Sure.
spot you have localized.
I just say, that's it.
Ellie.
Okay, so I can't see Veila. No problem. Or I can't.
You can see Alen though.
What, Matt?
You can see Alen. Alen.
Alen.
Yeah, Alen.
How much do you care for him?
You asked that to the room. I love it.
Yep. How much do you care for him? And I'm flipping
Is
my wrist.
Alen gagged at this point?
He's on the desk. He's on the chair that I propped him up
Is
on.
he gagged or not?
He is.
He is.
He
He
is.
can't talk.
Okay.
Still
I flip
holding
my
him.
wrist and one of my silver knives appears in my hand and I stick it here. But facing down.
You see Alen kind of like grip his hands, like clench his fists while he's in the manacles, and you see him like breathing really deeply, like trying to remain calm and just trying to be very stoic in this point.
does the
There
room
is no
do?
response.
He doesn't care. I think it's
I'm not
safe
on
to
about him.
Make me an
I just
intimidation check.
Stare out into the blankness.
Yeah, make me an intimidation check.
Now, intimidation isn't one of the things I'm good at, but I'm pretty
With
good.
advantage.
Oh, yes. 17. If she's rolling inside, I fucking would.
Lay a finger on him and I will absolutely destroy you to the molecules that you were born into from the atoms of the goddesses.
And stop.
Please. Then please stop playing games. As the voice just gets lower.
Are you doing anything else with their action, Ellie?
I just push. But not enough to, like, actually do the dice. Just push.
Okay. Anything else?
Nah.
Can you hold
Just
your action?
proving a point.
Right.
Hold your action. If she does something.
Um,
I would like to
Bum,
hold
bum,
my
bum,
action for
bum.
if she appears, and I would like to throw something at her. Yeah,
you're going to hold your action.
yeah. If she
Okay.
starts shit, I would like to make an attack roll. Why did you palm your head, Celia? I'm trying to make
Right.
her appear so I can kill this fucker.
She does indeed appear.
Woohoo!
Make your action.
Attack rolls
She
have
appears
advantage,
in
so I
this
have
moment,
sneak.
and you see her.
How does she appear?
You see her. She appears tangled in these roots as these roots are coming up from her up to her waist, up her legs, and you see her preparing a firebolt.
Oh god!
22 to hit.
22. You hit. Yeah. Roll me damage.
Don't you have advantage?
Mm-hmm.
He's also restrained.
12 damage against the wizard.
12 damage.
Oh, can you add your sneak attack?
It's with advantage, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Because
you
it's with
roll.
advantage.
You would
I
add
only
can
rolled a
add-
6. I didn't roll very high.
Oh, okay. You clip her in the shoulder as she appears, and then she launches a firebolt towards the manacles that are holding Alen.
They're metal. That's going to
It's-
hurt.
It's gonna sting like a motherfucker.
Yep.
But it
with a
might break
natural
him loose.
19, for a total of 26. And she gets to add +5 to that. So
What the
for
fuck?
2d10.
Big strong magic girl.
A
Hmm.
d10. That's not a d10. Is that a d10? That's a d10. Right, 2d10. 5 plus 9, 14. Plus, yes. Alen is loose as the manacles shatter.
Not for long.
I just love Nezum's. Not for long.
The manacles shatter and he stands up in place, but roots are sprawling up his legs as well. And so while he can stand, he can't go anywhere. So yes, in this moment, she's launched the firebolt. Alen stands up loose, smacks open his manacles. Behind you, Knick-Knack,
Yeah.
and Nezum, up on the shelf is Teely.
Mm.
She goes "Ah!" and spreads her wings, but her wings spread even wider than what they normally would, and her form shifts and changes. and 2 little legs become 4 little legs, and the wings outspread, and the white feathers turn into a dark blue hue, and the wings start to smoke, and you see on the feathers almost like starlight, and about 6 different tails sprout up from behind as this beak folds in and becomes almost feline in appearance. And Teely jumps down off of the shelf, spreading her wings, and is going to go for Nezum. That has now revealed himself. So
Does it have to
going
cross the
to-
space where the entangle is?
No, because it is a flying creature.
Okay. When you said jump down, I thought.
Well, yeah, jumps and flies. So that is 16 plus 21 to hit.
That will hit Nezum.
Wonderful. Where have I put my D4? Where's my D4? There's my D4. And that is going to be 5 points of slashing damage, plus 2d6 radiant damage. 3, 2. So 10 points of damage in total. 5 points of slashing damage, 5 points of radiant damage. As this flying feline creature of the cosmos swings down and swipes down at you with their claws and rends down at you.
She's a warlock.
And I'm trying to remember how these rules work with these bloody familiars.
Goes after it?
If it's anything like linked or thingy, it's a bonus action, so
Okay.
it should
Yep.
come after.
Yep, but it can also act on its own initiative on its own turn, which is directly after Veila's. So she used a bonus action to tell it to attack, and then also now it gets to do it attack again on its own initiative. So, oh no, a familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal.
Unless
so it
it's
can't
back to
attack,
the chain.
which
It's
is
weird
back
with
to
the new
chain.
rules. Shit changes.
I don't know. I've not read the new stuff.
We're using the new
And it
ones,
is back
I
to the
think.
chain. Should have read this before.
It's fine.
No, it doesn't attack on its own. You have to forgo your own attack or use the bonus action, so that's fine. So it doesn't get another turn, but essentially it's going to have done a flyby and like slash down
Superbird ugly.
on its way through. Next up is Knick-Knack.
Um,
And
so-
can I point out it's a flying cat, Nezum?
I know, I said ugly.
Question: links in the box. Is the box locked, or is it sort of what?
It looks like a lock.
What's in the
box, like a little
box?
metal cage with a lock on it.
Okay, I would like to climb on the box and use my action to try and unlatch. Basically, I want a free link.
One of 3 links. Okay, cool. Give me a check.
Lock picking.
Yep.
These tools +6. Uh, 19.
19. Right. Okay. That will do it.
Um,
You unlock the box and out pops links.
and Link has a flying speed of 30. So I would like to send Link's over to attack the cat thing.
Oh my god, it's an aerial cat battle.
Also, if
Uh,
memory
like-
serves right,
A
can't Link shoot lasers?
Yes,
a
it's
crystal
a
cat.
range force attack
Yeah.
thing.
I love it. It's like a crystal cat swooping after this weird multi.
Shooting laser eyes.
It's like some sort of weird, like messed up Death Star run.
You know what it looks like to me? You know when you get those cheap like band logo t-shirts? It's just a crystal cat shooting laser eyes.
Yeah. That.
See,
And
I
then
what
there's
think
they-
I
like
owned that shirt.
Lynx releases from her cage or its
And
cage
start
and
zapping
flies
later.
towards the
It's a
what
30-foot ranged attack anyway, so just start zapping at
yeah.
flying
and it
cat
starts
thing.
zapping at the lunar sphinx. Okay.
Luke.
Yes.
Lynx shoots lasers.
It's
Yeah.
good.
I love it.
Right. Roll me to attack.
I got a natural 20 for 24 doing.
Kill that stupid bird.
It's not.
I liked
good. I
Tealing.
rolled
I don't
really,
like
really badly on the damage dice.
What's the damage?
I rolled on my 2d4 plus 2. I rolled 4.
Oh no.
You rolled 4 damage.
But did you
Okay.
double it? Because it was nat 20.
No,
Oh, yeah.
that was so it was d4 plus 2,
Oh, okay.
and on the crit I got to roll 2d4. I rolled 1 on both of them.
Oh dear. Okay. Right.
That makes
Lynx
six.
is trying.
What?
No, because
Doesn't that
Double dice.
doubled the dice rather than the result. But it didn't matter anyway because it would have been the same result. Right. Anyway. So after Knick-Knack, it now goes to the top of the round. Actually, I need to roll.
Do you not get to
initiative.
do
What
Robo
about my turn?
or Robo Nezum?
Oh yeah, so like Luck beat me on initiative.
I skipped
Was
luck.
it
I'm
level?
terribly sorry. Yes, I skipped luck. My bad, and I just rolled
Do you
initiative
pick
for.
like to skip my
Alen.
turn?
Sorry, I don't know what it is. You've just got a very skippable turn because we know what you do on your turns, so we just like to skip them. Right.
I
Fireball.
cannot do like fuckery.
Fireball.
Yeah, you always end up just causing chaos. Right,
I
go
did
on then, have a
fireball
turn, then, I
once.
suppose.
We all
Go
just
on.
take a d6 damage and we skip it.
Hmm.
Everybody just take damage across the board and we'll skip Luck's go. No. Go on. Right, Luck, what are you doing?
Okay. To the door. So we didn't lock the door when we entered. That's the thing, though.
Nezum snuck
You
in.
didn't.
Sorry, Luke.
You didn't.
Didn't. Okay.
No idea what Veila's done.
So our dear friend Nini is in range. Yeah. No, I'm not taking any kind of chances. So I'm going to go with a catapult, and I'm going to aim at. I'm going to aim at him. While he's entangled, like maybe
That's Alen.
Alen. Yeah, he's entangled
Okay.
and everything. So
Yep.
maybe like the metallic box that Lynx was sealed in, like
Okay.
Just
yeah.
bonk him with it.
come
You're
bashing.
going to bonk him with that, and you've got advantage on the roll because
It's a
restrained.
dexterity save.
Oh, it's a dexterity save.
Yeah.
I think
So
You
he's
have
at
disadvantage on that.
disadvantage if you're using new rules.
That you would if you were using the old rule.
Oh. What's the new bit then?
It literally
think it
did. It
fails.
had them both the same, and it reads as
It's disadvantage. They're both a disadvantage. On
okay.
new rules, old rules, it's still the same for saving throws. So you both
Oh,
have
it's all just so
So,
weird.
disadvantage. I don't think it's going to matter. One was a 4, one was an 18. So, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
failure.
Bonk that racist.
Oof. Ouch. 11 bludgeoning damage to his head, and like right on the face, like.
Okay. Alen is down.
Cool.
Was that? Was that?
We don't think
I
he had a lot of hit
kill
points
him.
to begin.
I don't want to kill him.
You don't want to kill him.
No.
Let me
Knock
just
him out.
check. Let me just confirm. I need to open up his sheet. I didn't have his sheet open. Had it there, but not open. Come on, D&D Beyond.
Hmm.
I think she's planning on just braining him. So he's got a goose egg at the front and at the back now. From both times he's been catapulted by luck.
Yeah.
You could at least do it both at the front, and then he could look like a tiefling.
Eh.
If you
Why is he
keep
not
doing it
on?
multiple times all over his
Doesn't
body,
Look,
he'll
he's
look like a
down.
barb
He's
devil.
Sorry.
down.
He's down.
He's
Oh
down.
god.
Knocked out.
Ooh, Veila's pissed.
Oh boy.
It wasn't even me.
Unconscious. Just so
Unconscious.
he stands up. Down.
Yeah.
I just like the idea he goes,
well, no,
"Bah!"
because it comes to the front. He just
and it hits him in the face, and he just sits back down on the
twists,
chair
like,
and goes
straight back
unconscious.
down on the chair. I lean him back, unconscious, straight away. Right. Now it's back to the top of the round, which would have been Alen's turn because he rolled a natural 20 on his initiative roll, but it doesn't matter now because he's unconscious.
Hold on, I think Luck's got something else to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry. Bonus actions. Go on.
I'm going to get out of I mean technically not a bonus action, but I'm going to get out of the tornways. So it's half movement, yes?
It's difficult terrain, but
Hold-
you are
Did you
grappled.
save on the first saving throw?
I know I failed on the first saving
And
throw.
You
you're
failed, so I think you need to save again. You need to roll a saving throw again, I think, to get out, don't you?
Yep, you can't move this turn.
You are restrained, so you need to make a saving throw to get out, but you can't
Is it an
do that
action?
because it was an action.
Okay. So instead I'm going to bonus action misty step to the door, see if I can try to open it.
Okay. And you get to the door. You go to open the door, and the door is locked.
Shit. Okay. Well, it was nice to confirm. And at least I'm out of the way of the torn.
Okay.
Is there a way when I could catch cover with the remaining of my movement?
Well, yeah, because you'd have full movement. You'd have Misty step to the door, and then you'd have full movement. I don't think there's much cover though. Like
You're in like
You
a
can
maybe
hide
to the
behind
side,
that.
like you could hide behind a bookshelf. There's like little gaps in between all the bookshelves, and you could try and tuck yourself in behind one of the bookshelves.
Do like in the Pink Panther and go behind the hat stand.
Yeah, I do that.
I would allow there to be like half cover here. It wouldn't be full cover, but it would be
Yeah,
half
yeah.
cover. So
I
that's
think
a
she's just
+2
trying
to
to
your
up her
AC.
AC.
Yeah, and that would give you +2 to your AC. After that is Nezum.
Okay. I will not use my bonus action to move the servant. I will move to the servant, take the medallion, which I would imagine is somewhere in the vicinity of the desk. And now I can see Veila, who's on the far side of the desk, correct?
Yep.
I will use my ability to summon a tentacle. This time, again, the floorboards creak and almost morph and split and turn into plant-like fabric. And I'm just going to wrap it around Alen and just look at her and say, "Don't, or I will snap him." You see his body's limp.
We've already sacrificed so much, so it would be selfish of me not to sacrifice more.
Veila, no.
You must face. I was told justice would come. They promised me justice. When I
Still
awoke.
waiting for Ayla.
Oh, now what would Nezum do? I will just hold Alen in the tentacle, and I will use the rest of my movement to duck behind the desk. Kind of come up, grab the thing, threaten her. Do I get an intimidation roll? Or no? Is she too mad?
I think the intimidation was already done at the beginning to threaten his life a second time. At this point,
yeah,
the point's already been made.
Yeah,
the point's been made. Yeah, the point has been made.
Okay, I will just hold him, and because the tentacle is quite, I will grab him if you allow that, and just hold him out of the way of things, and I'll just then dive back behind the desk and try and get cover.
Yep. Okay.
From any incoming attack. So that was my bonus action.
Yep.
Now from this, from where I am, can I see the? Oh, I don't know. Oh, crikey, I don't know what to do. So that was my action. Sorry. Okay. Before I hop off the desk, I point at her and said, "Very well, quiet," and jump off, and I'll cast silence on her.
On Veila.
It's an area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a concentration?
Sorry?
Is it a concentration? Or are you losing the entangle?
He doesn't need concentration with the entangle.
It's a weird thing for him being a plant.
Okay.
I've made him way overpowered with that. Yeah, I'm regretting that now. Oh well, I've given him an ability to use and he's used it. I can't complain. No, so yes, he doesn't require concentration on that. And he is using silence. Okay, there's no save on silence. Silence just happens, doesn't it? Right, vocal. Not vocal, but useless. Vocal. Vocal.
I turns next.
Vocal. All the spells have vocal.
That's the bane of a spellcaster. Welcome to my world.
It is well done.
I know you know
Ellie,
what to do.
you are
I'd
up
like
next.
to make at least one attack roll, please. Against Veila. Is she still entangled?
She is, yes. So you have advantage.
Did you not make? Did you try and make your save?
Do I do it every turn?
Every turn it uses your action to try and break free, I believe.
Or is it a save thing? Because I saved to begin with.
Hold on, let me just read the words. Sorry, I'm forgetting how this works.
Passed my save to begin with.
Oh yeah, you can just move normally.
That's fine.
You can move at half speed.
But it's still
half
difficult
speed.
terrain.
Oh.
You can move, but
you don't need to resave, but it is difficult terrain.
So either way, nothing changes really then.
Restrain condition until the spell ends. You don't get a repeated throw.
Oh, do you not?
You have to make an athletics check, don't you?
It does actually say on the description of the spell.
I've broken this spell.
Unless you change the wording of it.
Sorcerers can actually cast spells without using components.
Grasping plants sprout from the ground in 20-foot square range. For the duration, the plants turn the ground into an area into difficult terrain. They disappear when the spell ends. Each creature other than you in the area when the cast spell must succeed on strength saving throw or have the restrained condition until the spell ends. A restrained creature can take an action to make a strength athletics check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself from the grasping plants and is no longer restrained by them. So you can break out using an athletics check.
It's the action.
You take an action to break off.
Using your action to do so.
Well, cool. It didn't say that at all.
So that's fine. But Ellie was free from it to begin with anyway.
Yeah.
So Ellie, what are you doing? But you are in difficult terrain, but you are free because you did the saving throw.
So how the office ain't that big to begin with, is it?
No.
It's about 40 foot long by 20 feet across.
Could I get to her in 15 feet?
You were at the back of the office at the beginning, weren't you? Then again, no, you moved forward and you held your knife to him. So yeah, you would be within 15 feet.
No worries. I'm just wondering
He's
whether
10
or
foot
not I can
behind me.
bonus action or not.
I would say just about. You could get up to it.
Okay. 22 to hit Veila.
That hits.
I would like to, as a thing,
Mhm.
I would like to run. Difficult terrain, but I'm still running. Jump on the desk and just leap at her.
Okay.
Just full on knife, just yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Make me an
Don't
attack roll.
kill her.
22 to hit. I already did while you guys were
Yep.
talking.
22 to hit. Well, yeah, that's a hit. Roll me damage.
Nope, that's rolling to hit again, I think. Oh, that's better. 13.
13 damage. Okay. Good to know. Right.
How conscious is she?
Jeez.
We
Okay.
don't know this.
Roll to hit again.
Don't kill her.
Nat 20.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't get sneak attack this time, so it's just 2d4 instead of 1d4.
Kill her.
He's going to use resistance on. Hold on, no, it's not that way around, is it? No, ignore me.
Takes another 4 damage as I stab her again.
Okay.
So just both shoulders just.
Just checking one thing. Do I need to
Then
do
again,
the
as I jump
components
into the
check?
silence, so no noise happens. So just stab.
No, I still need to use that. Okay, never mind. Right. Okay. So, anything else?
I did another 4 damage as the Nick thing, and help action to Nezum.
Right.
That'll go out this round though, because I'm before you.
Help action. How'd you do the help
I
action?
can
when you've
bonus
already
action
done
help.
But didn't you use your bonus action to attack again?
No, the weapon mastery Nick thing from my silver daggers.
Is a second attack. Okay.
It counts as a second attack as an action. I don't know entirely how it works in the rules. It just says you can use your bonus action offhand as part of your action.
Oh, okay.
Tack.
So just stab.
You can't give me the help action this round though, because I've gone in this.
Because the round will end by the time it gets round to.
Yeah,
Indeed,
it's
offer
like
it.
a whole rogue thing. I don't know if it's different.
If you're
Starting
nearby,
third
Wording
level,
to me?
you can use the help action to aid an ally in attacking a creature.
Mhm. So if someone comes into melee with Veila,
You can
you could
help.
help that person.
But it's at 30 feet.
Mm.
It's like it's like a big range too.
It's weird.
So I just look. You get advantage on whatever the fuck gets whatever attack you make next.
Okay.
Effectively.
Cool. Good to know.
Is you can take as a bonus action, you can give an ally the help action in attacking a creature within 30 feet.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. Cool. Right. Next
Or has
up.
the help action changed something?
No.
Or have I misunderstood?
I don't think so. No. I think you're fine.
Then Nezum has an advantage on his next
We'll
attack.
just check. Help action.
I can't have it because it'll go out of the round because it counts within the round, Jack. Because you can't give me help because I'm first in the initiative and that's the beginning of the round. You can help
Oh,
someone within the round, I think. Or that's my interpretation.
Let me find the action.
I don't know how the rules work. I just thought I'd help Nezum.
I think
Just hold
because
Veila in front. Get her!
Loading
Make
it up
us-
now, bear with me.
make us smell a cheese a bit.
No, I just thought stab each shoulder, aim her in front. Get her! If it's different, God knows. I've never did the help action
You
thing.
can lend aid to another creature on completion of attacks. When you take the help action, the creature you aid gains advantage on the next ability check it makes for the task.
But it's attacks for me
Mm-hmm.
as the master of tactician. I'm a master tactician, apparently. Whoa. Stab the wizard.
When you do the help action, the creature gain advantage on the next ability check it makes to perform the task you're helping with, provided that it makes the check before the start of your next turn.
Before the start of...
Alternatively,
I could do it.
Yeah.
So you have
Before the
advantage
turn.
on your next attack.
Alternatively, you can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you. You feint distract the target, or in some other way team up to make the ally's attack more effective. If your ally attacks the target before your next turn, the first attack roll is made with advantage. So yes, not a problem.
Except
It's
with
before
me,
his
it's
next
not
turn rather
50.
than the round.
It's
It's
not,
not
5 feet.
It's 30
It's
feet.
30.
It's 30 feet,
Because
which is cool,
rogue.
and that's the bonus you get for being rogue. Cool, nice.
For being
Right.
my specific rogue.
Yeah, cool. Got
Next
it.
up is Luck.
Yeah.
Stab, aim in
I
front.
am smashing that door to the ground. So it's going to be another catapult. Is there in the room an object that is pointy enough to pierce through the door?
Pierce through the door. Other than the objects that some of your party members might have on them, there's books, there's candlesticks, there's nothing really long and
Candlestick might do it.
pointy.
Okay.
Like, never mind. It's Slayer's turn. I'm talking
There's
too
the
much.
hat stand.
Man, if someone doesn't take that hat stand and like get it forged, it's a +1 hat stand now. What are you talking about? Oh.
You know what? She's going to get up one of her daggers, like, and do a little, like, throw in the air, cast catapult by the starting
At
The door.
at
a
the door,
door.
just enough to like punch a.
Okay,
hole.
roll me
The door
damage.
is locked. Make a hole. I think is the plan.
Yeah, I'm trying to shout for help. That's the thing. Oh ho ho. 9.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the door takes some damage. The dagger kind of goes into it, like it is embedded in and through. You feel like the blade might be coming out the other side. Anything else with the bonus action?
You know what? Yeah. Yeah. I am going to use my celestial revelation, which is a tad different from the normal one that we had before, because now we can choose what we want to do.
Okay, what are you doing?
I am going for necrotic shroud.
Okay.
Creatures other than your allies within 10 feet of you must succeed a charisma saving throw, DC 15, or have the frightened condition until the end of your next turn.
DC 15, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so she
That's
needs
for
to
Veila.
roll an 8 or higher, and it's a natural 9.
Nah.
Sorry.
The way they appears, like, you see a banshee, like, you know Sylvanas Windrunner from World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like her banshee form.
Turns into banshee.
Just
So like high
staring
sunken.
eyes. Yeah.
And
Okay.
I know it doesn't say allies, but Misk is a little freaked out.
Evil Luck appears, creeping everybody in the room out, apart from Veila.
Well,
And right, okay.
if he
After
wasn't
Luck
unconscious, he'd
is
probably be scared too.
Veila. So Veila is going to do the only thing she can do and attempt to break out of this restraint. Because she can't cast anything while she's trapped in this little space.
Mm.
I didn't know you guys had access to second level spells yet.
3, yeah.
Right.
You have to do anyway.
What was needed? A 13, was it?
13.
Athletics check, was it?
Natural 15 plus 4. No, plus 0. Plus 0. So
Held her
yes.
for a
So you
bit.
just see the roots go brittle as they tighten, they dry, and then they just start to snap and crumble around her legs, and she pulls herself free. You will get an opportunity attack on her as she takes a step away from you. Misk.
12.
To hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that misses. She is going to attempt to. It's a 20-foot radius, isn't it? And it was.
It's half speed though.
Yeah. So
Quite
she's not
makes
going to
it.
quite get out of the silence. She's still going to be in it. The Sphinx is going to have another swipe down at. This time she's going to go for Knick-Knack. And she's going to swoop down. 13 plus 5, 18 to hit.
Go ahead.
Cool. So, for 5 points of slashing damage. Roll off the side, roll again. 2, 5, and 7 points of radiant damage.
Ouch.
As she rends, and you just see these starlight wings soar down as claws from 4 legs kind of slash across you.
How
Try to
far
take them
away is Robo Nezum from this?
Where was he in the room when you entered? Was he
Well, he would have
behind?
been
Was he
standing
front?
next to me. So
he's next to you.
well, I climbed on the table because he's restrained and I haven't given him a command to get out. So he's basically taking the dodge action. So because he has an ability as a reaction, which is can impose disadvantage on one attack roll a creature it can see within 5 feet of it. So it's whether or not it's within 5 feet of Robo Nezum while it's attacking me.
If you've moved away from Robo Nezum in the meantime, I would have said no then.
Okay, that's fine.
Because you said that he got stuck, but you moved off.
Well, no, I moved because I went to the desk and that was what started the fight because I got zapped before the intel came in.
Was Robo Nezum in
following you, or did he stay back then, essentially?
I kind of assume he's kind of
Following
in
you.
follow mode.
Okay, then he's next to you then. Let's say he's next to you. So you want me to roll again,
If
essentially?
you could roll at disadvantage and not almost kill me, that would be great.
So let's roll again. Let's see. And that is 8 plus 5 for a 13.
That's more
to
like
hit.
it.
That is not enough. So
That is not enough.
if I can take those 12 hit points back, I will.
You can take those 12 hit points back.
Well,
So,
considering my hit
so
point
she-
at the time was 13.
So the Sphinx swoops down, misses you again.
How does Robo Nezum do the
What
disadvantage?
what's your AC?
My AC?
Yeah.
My AC is 16.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine then.
So it is an ability. It is called deflect.
I use this extensively.
I'm guessing it's just sort of, you know, gnashes teeth and sort of claws and tries to distract.
Yeah.
You know. It's not like projecting any kind of shield or anything like that. It's I'm a distraction and off-putting. You know, big metal rat teeth trying to bite this thing as it flies past.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me to attack them because it's probably.
Oh no. So, does it have fly? Didn't it have flyby? That was how he was distracting.
Yeah,
thingy.
we were just doing a bit of
Okay.
narrative to how to do that.
Oh, I see.
deflecting,
Okay.
sorry.
Yes, no problem. No, that's fine. I get that. Okay, cool. Awesome. So yeah, that finishes Veila and the Sphinx's go.
It's me.
So then it's Knick-Knack, yeah.
Okay. I have a technical question.
Yep.
Because I am in a silence bubble.
Mm-hmm.
As a bonus action, I can command either of my pets to do stuff.
Yep.
Is that a verbal thing, or can I point, or sort of, you know?
Unlike a warlock and
I don't have psychic.
you don't have
link.
telepathic bond with them.
No.
It is just a robot.
I just feel like if it requires. See, because
Well,
it
it
says
just says you
command.
can-
Does a command mean verbal, or can you just go?
That's essentially the question I'm asking.
See, it's a tricky one.
As a
What
bonus
is it that
action
you're trying
command,
to command them to do?
Well, at the moment, I'm just getting, if I can, I would like links to carry on laser zapping the flying thing.
If you continue to point at the Sphinx, I think Lynx would interpret that as carry on attacking. I think
Okay.
I would allow
Because
that.
it's already been given that
it's
task.
just
Yeah, that command was
continue
already
doing
given.
what you were doing.
Initiate. You're essentially like keep
Yeah,
doing it. Yeah. So
Also, I just
I
like the
think
idea that maybe you're just going.
being able to
Good.
hear you, I feel
Continue.
like that would be understood. If we were changing tact entirely, and you were like, "I want you to go into that bookcase there, find a book on mushrooms, and then tell me about it," like then, yeah, I feel like you would definitely need
that was
Simple
kind of what I was asking, because yes,
silence.
I'd like to
Yes,
do that.
with this current command, I would say yes, you're fine.
So he will, Lynx was at and almost definitely miss on a 9. So it was moved
Yeah.
anyway.
No, that doesn't hit.
I am going to get my laser pointer out. On the desk here, would there be something like a letter opener or anything like that?
Yeah.
I would like to put a laser
There's
pointer
some
in my
wax stamp seals and some letter openers and other bits of
Well,
stationery.
it was either that or I was going to steal Luck's knife and catapult that. So I will point my laser pointer at that and whip it. And I would like her to make a dex save, DC 15, please.
DC 15, dex save. She's not very dexterous. With a natural 19, she will save.
Vicious.
So
+1 for a dirty 20.
Behind her. Fuck me.
What's behind her?
Mhm.
What is behind her? Because it carries in a 90-foot line. No, it ran away from you.
Bookcase.
I'm wondering if it's the door.
No, because she's around. So if she's She's
It's
essentially
the other side of the desk.
at the other side of the bookcase, coming out. She's a few feet away from getting out of the silence. Essentially, her next turn she'll have enough movement to get out of the silence. So she's not on that. She's like on the threshold of coming in front of the desk, as it were, like moving forward from in front of the desk. So behind, probably from your
demolish
angle,
a book on
probably
a book.
just a row of bookshelves.
So I will kill a book. With a yeah.
Because it just keeps
Explode.
going.
Confetti paper flutter everywhere.
So that begs the question: is there a hole in the door?
No, it's not the door it hits. It hits the bookcase the other side.
No, but he took the knife.
No, I used the letter knife on the
Different
desk.
a letter opener that was on the desk.
If there wasn't one there, I was going to throw your dagger back.
And at the top of the round is Alen, who is currently unconscious. Following that is Nezum.
Okay.
Our fourth round, I believe.
My help still works? Sure.
Yes, it does.
Narratively it changes, but
I will I can move it as a bonus action. Okay, I will just now DM, I'm gonna caveat your ability that you've given me because otherwise it's bonkers and I can just keep casting it.
Which one's this?
The entangle.
Have I not put a limit on that? I thought I did once per day.
Is it once per day? Let me just double check because I didn't see this. No, but I'm gonna say, yeah, I thought it might be a once per day thing.
Once nature's grasp. Oh no, that's nature.
Yeah.
One per day. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't see that.
At the bit when you click onto it, nature's grasp, and it has 1/day.
It may be dependent if you're viewing it in the app or the website.
Oh no, I can see it in the description. Okay, cool. Yeah, once per day. So that's all triangled up there. Okay, then what I will do in this case is I will she's gone nuts, this person.
Yeah, you've pushed her to the edge here.
I will I think I'm going to hex them. So I'm going to curse her, and I will deal an extra 1d6 damage when I hit her with an attack, and I will disadvantage her on her dexterity.
Okay.
I will move towards the door. And as my bonus action, I will move the tentacle that is grabbing Alen also towards the door. And I will shout as loud as little Nezum's voice can go. Help us! Alen is unwell. Alen is down. Through the door.
Okay. Alen is down.
Yeah.
Help us. Make me a performance check. Because it's not a deception, because he is. Make me a performance.
It's just to see how loud my voice can go to spread the voice.
Because you're trying to shout through a locked door here.
Okay.
There's nobody, as you're aware, in the middle chamber. Because you all left it. So
that's an 18. To bellow out to try and get the attention of whoever was trying to go and get Celia's friend.
Do you have access to the thaumaturgy cantrip?
Do I have it? No, I don't at the moment.
No. Okay.
Me tieflings.
Right. Okay, good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Anything else, Nezum?
No, that's a bonus action, free action, move. That's it.
Okay. Ellie, you're up next.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, DM.
Yeah.
Take the hex off because I'd already
Take the hex
I'd already cast Unseen Servant. Sorry, I didn't
because of
take my spells.
concentration.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, no problem. No hex. Okay, so she
No,
gets a dexterity.
I will just run to the door, move the thing, and I'll just try cast an infestation. Then in that case, con save 13.
Con save 13.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
She takes.
She has to move in a random direction.
Yeah, she takes 5 damage,
Okay.
and now must move at speed. Choose which way it's going to go.
Okay, so we'll say roll me. Do you?
D4.
Is this rolling
says.
for it? Roll
Yes.
D4 it. So north.
North
back
is
towards
1,
the desk is 1.
and that's
Yeah.
what I roll.
East. Oh, okay.
She retreats back into the silence.
And goes straight back into the
Hi!
silence. She has to use her full movement.
Mhm.
Is that a
I just-
reaction or a forced movement?
It's a forced movement, so
It's
they
a
don't
I
get
forced
just
opportunity
love the
attack.
idea that she
She's
runs
just
back
like,
towards.
clambering through, and then just kind of backs up back into it.
Covered in bugs, Nezum sends her
just-
back to where she came from.
She's like
Okay.
yelling silently. Great, brilliant, awesome. This is so much fun for me.
Sorry.
It's brilliant. I love it. Next up is Ellie.
To roll an attack, and then I will narrative depending on how the roll goes. And no, it's just normal now. I'm pretty sure because there's nobody else within range either.
There's a bat there.
And she's no longer restrained either. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no one within range of her either. So, meh. It was 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. Five damage.
Okay.
13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
No problem. As she runs backwards away from Nezum's swarm, she just bumps into me. Because that's who she was legging it from. It just turns around, just goes, and just stab. Runs back towards me, and I'm just like, stab her.
Okie dokie.
I just take, like Ellie takes full advantage of the distraction and just shanks her. While she's trying to fight bees.
Okay. I found a loophole in this little silence trick of all of yours, but it's okay. We'll see. Luck, you're up next.
It's my turn, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Right. First of all, because it's still in effect, can Veila make me a charisma save for the frightening?
Every turn is this. Okay.
Doesn't say. It's
Is she within
for
range?
1 minute. It has to be 10 feet.
She's not within 10 feet of you anymore, I don't think.
Underway.
Might not be, yeah.
She's at least 15 feet back now into the... She's 10 feet now back behind the desk.
Okay.
She was just about to get 5 feet in front of it, and now she's had to put 15 feet back the other way.
And then get stabbed.
and then get stabbed again all the way through while being swarmed with bugs. She's not having a great day, Veila.
As she just walks past, it's just
Yeah.
stab.
Consequences.
Yeah. As a free action, can I put out my dagger out of the door?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, and there's a hole? Confirmed?
There is a hole where the dagger once was, yeah.
Okay. And, well, Luck is going to shout and follow Nezum's lead, but call for Alen. Say, Alen! Help! Someone's down here! Call the guards! And then I am going to cast a firebolt on the flying kitty.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Yeah. Are you kidding?
Specify which one.
Sorry?
Specify which one.
Not my kitty. The weird cat thing. That doesn't shoot lasers. It's an 11. I don't think it hits.
An 11 does not hit, no.
Yeah, I thought so. But yeah,
Right.
shouting through the hall, and yeah.
So, it is Luck's go. Not Luck's go, it is Veila's go.
Mhm.
When you take the attack action, you can forego one of your own attacks to allow your familiar to make one attack with its reaction.
Mm.
So Veila is going to attack, but not attack.
Mm.
So that her Sphinx can attack instead.
That's a Sphinx.
And the Sphinx is
The
going to
flying cat.
go for the one that is controlling all the silence.
Oh my god.
Should be Knick-Knack.
No, be Nezum.
No, Zoom? I thought it was Knick-Knack that did silence.
No, I'm not that useful.
Nezum then. Nezum. Well, that's why I attacked him in the first place, because I thought it was Knick-Knack. Too many N's. Right, okay, he's going for Nezum. Natural 20.
That will hit.
Okay, so 1d4. So 2 slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus 2 plus 10 radiant damage. Rolled quite poorly.
Pretty bad though. So it's fine.
Okay. Do you need to roll for concentration on silence?
I do.
So
12
10
for
or
10.
higher. 10 or blah. Got to be to 10.
That's a 12.
Okay, cool. Silence stays up. Bonus action. The Sphinx is going to attack again. 14 to hit.
Does it have to give away its action? Didn't you just say
Its
it only get?
reaction.
It uses
gives
its
up-
reaction.
So if Veila gives up her attack action,
Yeah,
it
she
can
can
then
use.
use its reaction to attack, and then she can use her bonus action to get
Bit of
it to
command.
attack again.
Cool. It didn't hit anyway.
So yes, so 14 doesn't hit. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Of course it doesn't. So I made you OP. So yeah, swoops down, like catches you right across the face the first time, and then doubles back for another swoop, but you're ready for it this time, and you kind of swipe back at it yourself out of anger and cause it to have to avert the second attack and swoop back round you. She is going to attempt to. Can she move? Was Veila able to move forward again, or is she
She
still
can
having
move
to
at
under the
half speed.
So half speed. So she's going to attempt to move forward out of the silence again.
Get to the 5 feet at the edge of it.
To get to the 5 feet at the edge of it, but still can't get out this time.
Can you still get an opportunity?
is Misk would get an opportunity.
She just
attack
keeps
against
running
Veila again.
past Misk, and he just keeps shanking her every time she goes past.
He's just like
He just stands there and she runs onto his blade.
it's like smacking her about the back of
mute.
the head every time she walks past.
No, just every time I'm just like, throw.
It's like it's like being back at the market.
Yeah, just aim for the wizard.
Except they're moving back and forth. Right, Misk, make me an opportunity attack.
24.
24 hits.
5. Because no sneak. Just
Okay.
keeps running backwards and forwards. How much more health does this wizard have? God lord.
Okay.
Magic-y thing. Not wizard.
Not a wizard. She's a warlock.
Spellcaster. What?
She's a warlock. She's a warlock.
I assumed, but I didn't want to assume. I just use wizard as
Um,
magic person. Like Jack would, not D&D words.
No, that's all right. Yep, so next up is...
Okay. I would like to pull out. Oh,
Bonus action knick-knack.
that was your reaction, was the stab.
Oh, sorry.
Your top attack.
Yeah, that was an opportunity
I got
attack, not your turn.
I would like to pull out my dart of like whizzing and squirrel killing, and throw it at her head, if I could.
Yeah. Roll me to attack.
21 to hit.
That will hit.
9 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and then it'll whiz back to my hand. As a bonus action, I would like to issue my points at the zappy thing and get Cat to zap. But Lynx can use their movement, and Lynx can fly. And I may have noticed that Misk has not been doing quite the damage they would normally do. So I would like Lynx to move, well, zap her and then move next to Wizard Lady.
Zap who? Sorry.
So zap the Sphinx he's flying.
Zap the Sphinx. Okay. So, but then get into position.
And then
to
get basically allow have an ally with it.
To allow sneak attack.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me to attack on the Sphinx.
They're all over the bloody place. I've got like 4 different pages to do different things with different pets.
I would like to say, at least somebody understands trying to make Ray work, because it's the same thing.
14 to hit the
14 hits.
6 whole points of force damage.
Okay.
Is
6
she-
points.
6 whole points, yes. That was maximum. That's maximum Lynx damage. That is.
Okay.
How well is everyone looking? Can I like sort of
Good.
just?
I think Nezum and yourself are looking pretty ropey. Misk seems to be about half, I think.
Bloody undead at this point, I think.
And then Luck's doing quite fine. Nothing's hit Luck as far as I'm aware. Veila's looking ropey.
Okay, cool.
Veila's looked like she's had better days. It's hard to tell through the cloud of insects buzzing around her.
So
You can't quite hear the shrieks of pain through the silence. Right.
You can't quite hear the shrieks of pain through the silence.
Yeah. Next up is Nezum.
Nezum will, having tried to get the body of her lover out with a tentacle and trying to attract some help, because he's trying to learn Nezum, and it hasn't worked. So I will move the tentacle as a bonus action towards her, and then I will essentially hit her with his body because it can make an attack when it moves.
You just smack him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're using the body of her own partner to beat her to death.
I
Okay.
tried. Look, I tried to get some help.
That's probably going to count as 2 failed death saves.
Maybe.
I haven't been doing any, but I feel like that's going to have to because you're using him as an improvised weapon.
Well, the thing is, it
I
can only
might
make
have to
like
take
one
it.
action. So
Okay.
unless you think it's free action, I can.
I mean, if you're
drop
using
him.
him as an improvised weapon,
Well, I'm using the
Sure.
tentacles attack action. It depends, but it
I
was
will
holding
allow
him.
you to drop Alen.
Okay,
before
I will
attacking
roll.
her.
I will kind of surge through the floor, dropping Alen, and then I will not beat her around the head with her lover.
I would say that the tentacle like sinks into the ground, leaving Alen's body below,
Yeah,
and then
okay.
it shoots back up by her, and then
Okay.
boom, takes a swipe at her.
Perfect. So it's going to try and bop her.
The root, the barky floorboard root.
It's 13 plus 5, 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And then it does some damage, of course, as most of these spells do. But how much that does, because I have to roll it not on a thing. Sorry, my dog is really gobbing off in the background.
Mhm.
He is saying some stuff. It's a 1d8 cold damage.
Mhm.
Which is the 3.
Okay.
Then they got some bad news.
Mhm.
Your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
This is
Stay.
difficult terrain.
Whack.
Oh,
Is Nezum within range of the bird thing? Because it did attack him last. Is he in melee or is he in range attack?
He would
of it?
be, because otherwise, if he came out of melee, then you get a against him. But yeah, he is within range of you.
Okay. I will then, as my action, cast Toll the Dead on this creature.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saves. Thanks.
Popeye, shut it.
+1. Gosh, is that all? Okay. Fails.
Has it lost hit points?
Yeah.
Yes.
1d12. Ah, not very much. 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it was Toll the Dead, and then that's it. Yeah. It kind of hears a ringing in its ears, and it kind of shakes its little kitty head. I'm just trying to take it out before it bops me again this turn. And it's
so it just hears like ringing in its ears, and you see its flight pattern become erratic as it swells around. Its wings almost curl around it in a ball.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk trying to get away with an opportunity attack. I will stay.
Okay. Next up is Ellie.
Yay!
I got to go and do the dog's water. Hold on. I mean, I'll just carry on playing. I'll be back in 2 decks.
No problem.
Roll. 22 to hit her, so that hits. Bollocks. 12. Sorry, I've rolled a 1 on the d6s.
Okay.
Hmm.
She's looking
Bonus
unwell.
action. Ooh, I get another one.
Don't kill
Awesome.
her.
Look, she's full of holes. I'm sure we can put her back together later.
Robo Veila.
No. No, Robo Veila.
What about skin changer, Veila?
No.
Nah, second attack doesn't hit. Who's next in the order?
Luck, I think.
Luck.
I think Luck's after me. Advantage on Luck's next attack. Done.
Eh?
Now, who would attack Veila? Knick-Knack's next attack. Who would attack Veila?
Okay. Luck, you're up.
I'm going to do two things. One is to use my action to cast
Station.
Prestidigitation.
Because so there's a hole. I made a hole through the door, and I'm going to use that door and my perception. What do you mean, cat?
Starcat.
To basically create, like, you can make an image with prestidigitation,
Prestidigitation.
like a color, a mark with symbol on the surface, and I'm going to make a big ass arrow on the floor that I can see that this shit glows. So like towards the door, like help.
Just a big ass glowing arrow saying
going to do
problem this
that.
way.
Yeah. And I'm going to use my sorcery points to do a twin spell. And that twin spell is going to be a firebolt towards the cat.
Okay.
So rolling to hit, that's a
spell.
fucking
I
nat
think
20.
he means quicken spell or
Okay.
whatever. Bonus action.
Brilliant.
Bonus.
Confused.
That's a nat 20, so that's
Kill that cat.
yeah. That's
Oh my god, is Leah gonna kill a cat?
shot it.
Doesn't
So-
it have to? Hold on, you're using twin spell.
I think she means quicken spell.
Yeah,
Quicken
quicken
spell.
Bonus action.
Sorry,
Quicken
quicken spell. I was going to say quicken spell. Okay.
So 2d10.
Yep.
Oh my god. So it takes 11 fire damage, and because I'm for the next minute I'm still having my cloak thing and everything, it takes 2 necrotic damage.
The Sphinx bursts into an array of feather and flames and stars as this almost like a cosmic eruption of energy, and then it just goes
Explodes like a skin.
and disappears. And just burning blue feathers and ash.
Nezum will catch some of the feathers in his
Sparkles
mouth
of
and go,
light come down from the space as the Sphinx is no more.
She's still looking like a fucking banshee, by the way.
Yep. Next up is Veila. Who is going to dash forward.
So 2 attack opportunity.
Who gets an opportunity to attack.
I'll kill her.
So I get one, and so does the
So
crystal
does
cat.
Link. Yeah.
Cool.
That is Lynx
Kill her. Bloody don't kill her. We need her alive.
going to attempt to kind
Says.
of burst out of this silence.
You get yours with sneak attack as well.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
On an opportunity attack.
Yeah, because it's
I don't
one
know.
per turn,
Not
not
with-
one per round. It's in her turn.
But it's
The rules changed. Let's me relook.
like, do you
Oh.
have I was going to say, do you get advantage on the opportunity attack?
No, but Link is next to them. So it's a straight up roll, and there's
Yeah,
an
fuck it. All right, go on.
output.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. let's
Once
do it.
per turn, I can do it. God knows if this
Yeah.
actually counts.
Yeah, it's a turn. So this is her turn. So it's not once per round. You can do it once per turn. So every time you get an attack opportunity, in their go, you get sneak attack as long as it qualifies.
But you only get one reaction, so it doesn't matter anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure about
just
that, but I'm going to allow it this time anyway. So let's crack on.
If it's on the 2014 rules, it absolutely does get sneak attack.
But he used his reaction, is what you're saying, Luke.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't used his reaction yet. This will be him using his reaction.
Oh, then it all qualifies.
But
Qualifying.
downside is Lynx is at disadvantage because Lynx is a ranged attack.
I know we're using a blend of old rules and new rules here. We're picking what we like and we're picking what we know. So that's what we're, yeah.
Does
Figure it out.
14 hit?
14 does not hit.
So Lynx misses with laser zaps.
Got all confused.
Bed.
I'm not finished.
We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
14 does not hit. No.
Then I miss.
Okay. Veila bursts through
confused.
out of the silence and out of the
Tangles.
difficult terrain, and will vanish.
Does she have a bonus action dash?
No, vanish.
It's her action to dash, and then she's
Oh,
vanished.
vanish. Bollocks. She turned invisible again, didn't she?
She did indeed.
Oh.
As soon as she comes out of that silence,
Where is
Cast a spell to do
unseen servant?
Hmm?
Where's the unseen servant?
It's just
Unseen.
standing. It's unseen.
it's
You don't know.
Yeah, but
it's
we
invisible.
see like the
Nobody
pendant. He has the
knows.
pendant.
No, I took the pendant off it.
Ah.
Where's the seat 7? Yeah, I got a clue.
it could be literally like if we followed it literally, the unseen servant could be literally the worst spell ever because you wouldn't know if it worked. I cast unseen servant. Don't know whether it worked. It's here somewhere.
What was your question?
You
had a
just tell it to
question.
do something, and if it works, it moves.
My question was, did she cast a spell to vanish? And if so, would I recognize the spell casting, or can I make some...
It would have been a spell, yeah.
Basically, I would like to see if I can work out what spell she used, if it was just invisibility or if
Invisibility.
It was,
It looks
okay.
like
She's done it
casted
before.
invisibility.
That's fine.
So-
Okay.
She's got
Whose
a
turn is
neat
it?
little trick that means that she doesn't have to use a spell slot to do that.
Is Lux go? I believe.
And it is no, after Lux already had her go, after Veila's go, it is Nick.
Ah, okay. So she ran off there and then went invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So I
On
would
the
like
opposite side of the desk now, on the other side of the room.
I would like to throw my dart where she went invisible because I don't think she had any more movement left. So I have advantage and I have disadvantage to attack an invisible player.
Why do you have advantage?
Because I got the help action on my next attack from a rogue person that I know.
So you have a
Straight roll.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
By the way, none of this is new rules. This is
Yeah, I
old
know.
shit. I haven't touched the new rules yet.
Can you bonus action help?
Yeah, I can.
Oh god, I didn't even know. Oh, here's a mastermind. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a mastermind rogue. I haven't touched the new shit yet.
Mastermind rogues were so underutilized. But yeah, go on.
16 hit.
What do you mean by
16.
underutilized?
Mastermind rogues don't get
People
played very
don't
much.
play him often enough.
I think
16
it's the
hits.
16 hits
16 hits.
for 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage. Right.
Concentration. Concentration.
Go on, come visible again, I dare you.
Let me just check something.
So happy. I did a thing.
It's a magic returning dart. It's all good.
Either way, you know whereabouts she is. You just hit her. I just meant that way. Get her.
How do you want to do this?
Don't! No!
You can heal, right? Luck has healing powers. Do it.
She runs, gets to the edge of this thing. You see her say some words as soon as she comes out of this silence
She's
field.
like running away from
utter
you,
some
right?
words and make a cantation, and you see her skin start to fade into nothing.
So
And you
she's
immediately
running away.
throw
She's
this
got a back
dart
to
at
you.
her. Yeah.
So it's gonna sort of, smash into the back of her neck and just sort of
And you just
carry on through.
like before
as
the
if
words have even escaped her lips to turn invisible.
it's going to carry on through and then sort of do a loop to fly back.
It literally, like before she's even finished the incantation of.
I kind of think,
turning
Guardians
invisible.
of the Galaxy with a whistling thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an
it's
arrow?
that.
And it's just like this dart just comes through her neck, and
You can
she just
heal.
keels over and hits the ground, dead.
No, not that. I said not
You
that.
chose to throw a dart through her neck.
I
She's
can
dead.
heal.
Not
She's
that
dead.
kind
I
of
will
stuff.
heal.
She
The
is
other guy,
dead.
however,
is unconscious as fuck. And
has
I
been.
can heal. She has to make death saving throws.
No, she doesn't.
she's
Yes,
not a
Like a player
PC.
character. It's like a player
She
character.
does if I
thing.
deem to, but she doesn't.
Bonus action.
You hear shouting out in the corridor, Luck, as you hear the door to Alair's office open, and you hear footsteps of two people running across, and you hear shouting, and you hear the voices of Mara and
Can I
Alair
ask a question?
shouting through the hole, like trying to shake the door open.
Is there a window?
Yes. There is not a window in this office now.
Bollocks.
Like is
My
trying
plan
to
was to go through
open.
the window, if there was
Yeah.
a window. Just, I ain't explaining this. Wee!
Like is trying to open the door, like rattling it. It's just.
Nezum will go to the desk and start rifling through papers while the door is still shut.
Okay,
What
make me an investigation check.
You get where I'm going with this. Trying to find some form of evidentiary stuff that might incriminate them as to their actions.
I would, Luke,
Mm-hmm.
is there like a trunk or something in here?
Oh no. That was a 16 that dropped onto a 5.
Something that doesn't take very much to find.
Hold on. Can I I've got a thing. I've got so many things. I would like to use knowledge from a past life to see if I can boost that at all.
Yep, go for it.
Which lets me add a D6. Come on, big numbers. A 2. So that's 7.
Ah.
Something that's in one of the drawers is a bound book. It's like a bound journal.
I start flicking through it, trying to.
I would like to do
You-
something while everyone was busy.
You
Before the
flip
door
through
opens, if that's
the
okay.
pages and you see names and ages, observations, scout note, and protection in the column. One of the names is Alen, age 8. Observation. Flowers bloom in her steps. She doesn't realize she's causing it. Scout note. There's talk of a natural growth and someone's been asking questions. Protection. Cast a ward around her home to hide her magic. You find another one. And this goes on for a couple of pages. You find about 10
I call to
or
Luck.
so.
I say,
Jace, age 12. He passed through a storm and it stilled. His connection to the skies is undeniable. Scout note. Heard rumours of someone tracking weather anomalies. They're getting closer. Protection. Hid a ward stone in his boot to throw off any searchers.
I shout to Luck. Luck! Luck,
Tell me.
look! They have the ones you spoke to her of. Was listening. Ones from the city, maybe. They're hiding them. From something hunting them, I would say. Something hunts some of maybe your kind?
Show me.
I show her the book. And you can see that there are all these different
You
names and
see
stuff.
a list of names, children, observations that Veila has made for each of these children.
Do we find our Trina?
Allude to Trina's name is there.
What does it say?
Age, and it says 10 question mark.
Absolute dickhead.
Appears to move in such a strange way. Can disappear question mark. Thomas investigating in protections. And then you've got scout report unnoticed so far.
Can I make a quick investigation on the desk? See if I find anything else.
Yeah, sure. Make me an investigation roll.
Can I do something similar? But what I'm looking for is how she.
14.
14. Go on, Nick. Next, sorry.
Can I do something similar? But I want to try and find. I'm kind of guessing she's got some sort of panic button, which is what locked the door and dimmed all the lights. So I'd like to try and find that if I can.
Make me an investigation check.
18.
18. There is a button. It's not so much a button as like a pulley lever underneath the desk.
Yeah.
And you pull it again, and you hear a loud clunk, and the doors release, and you see Alair and Mara kind of like pushing against the door, leaning forward. But the lights seem unchanged.
Okay.
Luke,
Did I find anything? By the way.
Yes.
that's-
So sorry, got a couple of things popping off. You find a lot more stationery, some wax seals, all the bits and pieces that are on top. You go through the books and the drawers. You find some correspondence to local merchants. You find papers regarding the Silverfern and restricting the sale of the Silverfern. You found a letter to Doran that says that it's no longer to be crafted in such large amounts, that only certain amounts are to be harvested once per year, and that is all that is limited to. You see no correspondence in regards to Grove Watch. You find no correspondence in regards to Corbin or Alen.
Does Knick-Knack find anything with that 18?
Wasn't looking
Found the
for that.
lever.
I was looking for. I wasn't
Nah.
looking for evidence. I was looking for gadgets.
Look,
And you
can I
found
look
the
at that book?
Why?
Because I'm scared.
Luck.
Hmm?
You would know of. Let me find it. Where did I put it? There it is. Bear with me. There we go, nearly there. You would know that the cities of Lunaris, Solaris, and Equinox have a university. They're not three separate universities; they are the singular university. But each university in each city has one large tower that is quite central to the city. And since the diminishing, a lack of magically adept people in general has diminished. And the university sends out people into the terrestrial world to locate children that are magically adept in one form or another and brings them to the university for further study and learning to develop their skills and their practice.
Look, please
In
can I
this
look at the book?
it appears that Veila has been observing certain children within Silverfern that have shown certain practice and has been trying to hide them from university scouts that may come looking for them in an attempt to take them to the universities.
Luke,
So hiding their natural talents.
Yes, trying to conceal them and keep them here in town.
look, can I please look?
I
look and I try and find shape changers or mimics.
You don't see anything that alludes to shape change.
It's like, fuck, what if there's some changeling kids on that list? Give.
Mm.
That's not going to go well. You literally see him. He's not really reading. He's looking at the powers and going down it like it's a list. No, no, no. And you see him when he doesn't find anyone, like genuinely relieved and hand it back to you. It's like, oh, thank God. I was scared then for a second.
She looks at the two that basically, I think, burst through the door.
They look at you wide-eyed as they see Veila
A dead Veila.
dead and Alen unconscious. And they just kind of stare at you, mouths agape. And that's where we're going to leave tonight's session.
Ah!
We've got to explain ourselves.
What no?
What did we do?
We just killed the councillor. Leg it.
I didn't kill it. Knick-Knack killed her. I told you.
Look.
Contributed to the killing of.
That's why I
I
asked,
didn't hit her.
how do you want to do this? And Knick-Knack decided to do it in a specific way that you can't really
Matt.
do without killing someone.
Matt decided.
He was true to his character, which is all I can ask of any of you. Awesome.
Thanks very much, DM.
Please tell me
This
there's
one
no
Play it.
changeling kids on that list.
accidental murder.
Sorry?
This one wasn't accidental murder.
No, this was an
It wasn't
intentional one.
accidental before. Come on.
No, even the NI thought I did it on that by accident.
So, well done, everyone. You have uncovered the mastermind of the entire plot that had been happening. The,
But she has
the-
motivations that we're unsure of also. A second
yeah, there's
ploy with the
other
kids.
things going. Other things going on. The councillor's got to be counselling and knowing everything going on in their town. She had convictions, and she stuck by those convictions.
We finished. Do you want to read out the thing?
All right, I'll stop the recording then. Oh, no, I won't. I'll press a different button for some reason. There we go.